namfofo wa nti omo pe bullying so school no a omo tietia omo fefo so efa ahodie so no empepi no dodo no ano ya na onomo ewo adwemu aw kakra e ma no homene so won beye ye be punish omo se momu mbuli omo PS they will still do it e kire we se how ewo ho omo nsa nya nuhu so wo de omo ye nyina mu ade a di mu ntintiman ne se omo ni nuhu ewo ade a omo ye bia mu a enye no ti ehu nya se wo hye no so na bibi side down ne ho adia yetimi ma omo moa 10 minutes to 7 ye twa ye ho aba sokoban fatilo e de KuroYiMuNsem e de to aso e de amai
Nina ejebro so Premier Sports on KuroYiMuNsem sima edo de enemy na person ko a ene no pamatena sima se ko yam de nina eje ebro modern so no pamedin ede Jonathan Esiedo betma from Sokoban Fatilo Steve Zan no Costa Madaruma ene mo bo machidom ensem no so P Black Stars KuroYiMuNsem wanum se Sansona Ghana Premier League na watwere ewrem o match week 11 na medem sensemina ede bramlemom an apartment kan na we driver no ye shenkani amepacho mekanfo shall lubricant and etimi Mao, but about champagne for some encounters and tantum swear. No for it to share a little baby bombia. No coach a new cow in Uria. Yama 10 free contacts here free. And you actually in the pew so now baby answer so at my come pa at me at the Mao. Now Milo some encounters we know a Milo Champions League. We are on 13. I'm on 6 December. Our Pajo Stadium okay no singing about them. Now Yakoko share Milo Champions League no. Onum say Milo mobile chair papa. I'm about it in Crabbe oh boom and sports and on 6 December in about them our Pajo Stadium now baby answer so at my fine power and so I want to bet to some countries when a bet to bet influencer Michelle watch your bet our bet you know o call you bet my share at the money offer no so trabia o 4% commission and so to this our bet you know now on sa commission pay them pan up your phone number www.betway.com.gh the job bet no bet no be beating come and to me from MTN Sereno and for Kwani one when MTN business eye baby I will be able to monitor business no say your shop restaurant office and as well as baby I will be anytime everywhere maybe to better monitor now baby answer to me come them out when powered by Wi-Fi there was SIM connectivity after cloud storage and after NMP I can you phone number star 5060 hash star 5060 hash now on scientific MTN business eye no na baby intimi kama intimi from an apartment kana betu kwan na na busu na betu kwan na say mo fra kan be show eya mananya Emirates economy say you champagne before the year mananya Emirates economy class no esan say play this na abafo no onsu wodwene pi esan say you kodan channel sen kon 250 abafo to play inside no body na koma edwe no odibedi e pe machocho so odibedi agro nyina mpirifo afani na ka to betu kwan na mo fra kan be show mananya Emirates economy class mbodom to see ya emirates.com na be cool fight no na bibia entimi kama entimi from an St. Martin sector obi aga tum no betano na betano pay for some countries you phone this here number www.betano.com.gh number patch room na kwa pre-registration we are refer from unia na so kapuro 1 million Ghana cedis and for eton onso nsa ebetima career unyan babia agisa betano say your phone number www.betano.com.gh na bibia entiminya kama information ya me 6 December you know about them our Pajo Stadium our care nurse me patch when MTN that be Milo Champions League no under 13 Milo Champions League under 13 na be bian so etima fine pa etimi edamonta tem so sem na sem MFF Black Stars na no say two for games e boy no players ni bi na e plentoment member bi e bi muso mo say personal reasons na that me pacho na watchi mo yan sure say MFF Abrante for Abdul Fattah Shaku Leicester City ebo game Editia Stoke City Abrante ne bono modri pi ebo 90 minutes edema Leicester City Sancho Jordan you know so at the bench edema Leicester against Stoke City after Abrante for Thomas Partey so ntima ma nemo na otwere me pacho about 73 minutes edema Villarreal against Morocco and so Spanish La Liga nim Sancho Jantuah Barima Kofi on say last game no ka say personal reasons been that into Abrante no me pacho na otwere game no ono so 20 minutes akan entimi Anfama Bournemouth me pacho Mama Kudus Mohamed Abrante Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal game no me pacho about 78 minutes etimi edema Tottenham Hotspur Abrante for Alexander Jiku also etima me pacho na otwere ye Sparta Moscow and CSK Moscow me pacho Abrante about 90 minutes edema Sparta Moscow for Abrante for Mo Salisu around by Nemo Makazi will plan that into Obasa come pacho na watwere Abrante no and so about 90 minutes etimi edema Monaco me pacho eno no nsema no so efri oba Jeffrey Nichima Ghana Premier League no match week 11 me pacho nanu Saturday no ena efri asia na Kaola United etna fiesha miensa Basa Collins Stars ebo mienu Media Sporting Club Antiman Anshabi Sancho be Chemi na Sancho Antiman Shabi after game the coach Edma Media ma ayo opinion for Barima Tanko and Samson opinion no etimi eretu edwa.
Yeah, I think the first half was really tough. We didn't create, I think, any chance. But I think in the second half we created all the chances, but unfortunately we couldn't score. I mean, the league is too long, and this kind of game we are going to make it. So we hope that we are.
Hello, coach. I remember the Sporting Club. Barima Tanko and I will tell you about any games. No, I don't know. So Jamna Chamuchina Fisherman and Sabrokum Chelsea at Economic coach. Edema Jona ayo opinion for the Choba race ka say first half na dem panemom second half no o ka bibi any channel players and second half no almost so 18 share and coach for the Choba race ka and some opinion no so edit to job after the United transfer Shabako 11 owners and so Shabako Nations coach for the Frimpong so the first win almost to be goal stars and man take Karamba ko kra Samatex and Shabi Asantukolako and so went to my coach Edma Kotoko ayo opinion for the Caribbean to say game no na a tough year pa go to coach Edma Asante Kotoko.
It was. When you look at both teams, we were not even patient to build up. We were all trying to go to score. We were in hurry to go. It causes us spoiling a lot of chances. But seriously, it stand the test of time that it's a big match, and it was a very tough match for both teams. Yes, coming here to play summer test is so easy. You can do everything with summer test outside summer ball, but not in the.
I know coach Edma Fantabulous Kumasa Sante Koroko Kamzito, and I will tell Conviction FC SH2, Heart of Lions SH2, Young Apostles, Etienne for Shabi has to focus on Shabi. Coach Edma Sofok Ayopina, your friend Didi Ramon or say, and I give me there. Or Momo no one say game no, and so better my talk for your part of my house of folk.
I think that what we saw is something that we anticipated for, that we were going to play against a very transitional side and a side that is more motivated, especially playing against a big club. We know that we will control some parts of the game, and in some parts that we know they are strong in, we try as much as possible to.
Now after game, the Young Apostles, I found back also when you penalty referee na against Kotoko sa munya penalty referee against us folk munya penalty referee you dey go take fan no ono so someone so ebono madine etimire to dwa after the game.
KuroYiMuNsem the same referee now when appointment to the ball. Referee you are apostles ne Kotoko and then when your appointment 3 good days here referees association Ghana Football Association obian kwesi referee no it means say you are satisfied with it, and today we are saying on the first sports stadium, it means that and they are going to be satisfied with it all because any has now in our ball. And it's a shake.
What is that? When we do you about dreams of the fish too. Shadow Blacks, I got coach Edma Blacks. I open for Ahmed Fort to say about the players, and have a fans, but I say.
Actually, before I talk about the game, I have to send a lot of thanks for my player, the Warriors, that they showed today how much they responsible about and how they understand the moments that we have in the league, and they worked so much hard, and this is the result.
And Ahmed Fati and our turn after match the 11 say and here and Jonathan Edikan 23 points out of Lions. Etosumiano 22 medium Atosumiansa 22 points Asante Koreko Etosu and 20 points Yemi Adama when the money was a college stars and starting game on me that 10 times so Bedani Gold Stars Etosu and 19 points House of Fokutosu 18 points Samatex and Son 17 points Carlo United and Wache 16 points Young Apostles and Crown 15 points Samsung and Vision FC do 14 points Nancy Dubako 13 points All Blacks Dumian 11 points Dreams FC Dumian 11 points All United do 9 11 points Brokum Chelsea Dunum 11 points Becham United do 10 points Basekolis do so 6 points and 11 wonders Etosu do Wachia more 3 points and when Samino Supinebum and Meno answering Nefano 9:30 and Obakobi Jafuni Sikuya near the Inshira Powers for good and Casipano and so Team Edabel and now I am a chairman Kwabna J Pogba Champions is and there Aziz Brother Aziz at the Sokoban bro happy brother to your good show no cause one on your casino Tabesumbia Erade Emanini Kama into me from Kwabna and J Pogba Milwaukee on one tari posters no and a bonus ring na bibi so to me fantabruta fantastic bro na kupon cause one on your casino pamdi at Jonathan and see the from Sokoban Fatilo me sorry so Nana Jantuah Barima Kofi from the KuroYiMuNsem Jumedeno at me at the Ablemo.
Ni bi cho 100 cedis a nya chese gotare anopa akusku akochira de abo pane aye ntiwade nya no discount na den amount mu ani nso o kaya me kansa na me medin fo bi ye unsa wo ye presentation na numbers no do so du ba bi aden esiriye kakra fam na relax tension no maluta ni Kofi ko sa na ba me so me unsa me wo personal YouTube channel the critical analyst on YouTube until me MTN number na da ho zim su phone you to ha na we the message aba na we the say aba. So when I looked at the conditions of nurses and teachers I decided and I'm a call baby I happened to MC a program somewhere na teacher for na eba ni be na luta nyame anim ni usho mushu no she trousers no unse trousers so mu se afo se na ya bo hu trousers ane bu odin bie no aye bo ho anase ye bu na asa ya ketkete se men say on ya meken ne bo nya den o he shirt no but you can see someone who is committed but to show pane ye bia you don't need the truth here to tell you say enkoyi and I look at the presentation am e be no as usual ebe ye obi ntiase enkofo bu omo no say na Bible can their conscience are see it omo madwe no be nunum bibia e politics but aluta let's listen carefully this week here the messages about any kwesi o Ministry of Finance na nya sam keto so hu pictures bia no mo demonstrate that no mo we school 2023 teachers mo kaya in October and September gave you on better trend ye be ma ba akokori letter so no ma yaduma 10 months ye ntu o ka no and let me establish this obi a wa o hwemeta me de ba se obi a yaduma ni ntu an ka me call law school ba me defend o me ba gan na ni a wa yaduma ni en fa o sike ma wo ni e be yo he a wasam nya de kwa me defend o me de no no because saluta o ma we ni atimu no utimi famu na ba yaduma ni ntu aka na be kosu ni ntu aka no very
trokunkron no krase odwuma ye ni bi afata na katua
no na luta uni me ma me yem hye ma machi anopa na no pe ya nka wa ha me ma ba me sorry be tre na I read almost every dawn na so me pe a bit of data and anda ade minim so hu ye o yem be hyehyew some nurses ni teachers nsem na ye kan we have not looked at the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture? According to Oman Photo Sanford, that's the right word, right? You be employ nipa and on financial class for 27,000 workers for both teachers and nurses. I tell you, my own team is submission here. Into this year 2026, omo di jeli botoma. Everyone konwo hosing. Finance minister say nipa obetimi afa won pay the budget no nipa 27,000. And crane demonstration anyway. Now they do set no press conference on the budget of the education ministry. and one also the by or say 6,100 teachers to be recruited. Education Minister urges striking 2023 cohort to return for verification. So that means to say, see for 27,000. This is a teacher from Munchu FM Kabame advocacy among 27,000. Now the teachers is 6,100. Rebecca about 20,900. And we are necessary. So this number and I be mentioning 2026 necessary be found. Okay, let's go on to the presentation. Aluta hade. It will be me oh, send a more demonstration yes here be kind and then me kwan ka me kasa munko. It's a brand about friend to munko no there be you genya sanity. This is the picture no be a picture and you say Aluta he. Apparently, this is Harry Nedu. So let me quote him so that I don't quote him out of context. And you see, in news, there will be comment to share one of table for comments, man. And pretenses. I mean that they are directly quoting the person. Yeah. Or say, I understand that some striking teachers are looking for us on the street of Accra. Let me respond to them that the cabinet has approved the recruitment of 6,100 more teachers, and therefore that category of teachers which belongs to the 2023 cohort is adequately captured. And you see, me catch some sentence analysis. The first line, striking teachers looking for us. Or some mission no cancer Ghana youthful population. Yeah. Maybe they will look for the leaders. Yeah. That is the first point I want to make. 2, minister said they are adequately captured. It's me can say and as I'm more leave am go huma me na mo frefre me na yentu e ka na yenyi aduma but akwani send no press conference on press release na as a the minister onyi bi the briefing here na mami quote mo say we gather today to express our disappointment and frustration with the recent announcement by Honorable Harry Nedu, Minister for Education, regarding the recruitment of 6,100 teachers. We, the representatives of the over 17,000 colleges of education graduates in Ghana who completed their studies in 2023 remain unemployed, strongly believe that this approach falls short of expectations. Meaning that 2023 cohort, according to a leaders group, almost 17,000. Aluta, to be fair, me pay data on the number of students. KMUS SRC president, any minister of education, who should I believe? Some ordinarily, the minister of education is a big authority. Yes. But students don't let it.
That's the authority.
And I don't need any scientific analysis. What should I be teacher training schools? There's no way a teacher training 1 year they'll graduate just 6,000 people. No. It is a 17,000 Aluta. The question is, may percentage 35%, 35.88% to just 36. The remaining 66 Aluta almost queen. Communist America, where you go to no, and then you go say to on say 6,100. The people in the arena are saying that they are 17,000. So the balance of over 10,000.
Okay, Timamente Ehonasi, the 17,000 represented only
2023. Yes, that's what they said. Or say, till. We gather today to express our disappointment and frustration of the recent announcement by Honorable Harry Nedu, Minister for Education, regarding the recruitment of 6,100 teachers. We, the representatives of the over 17,000 College of Education graduates in Ghana who completed their studies in 2023. Okay. Now, this is the education front. Come then they permit checks and now question we in school now we rotation now. Yeah, deploy. On the name checks are compared to the necessary. I look for teacher, they are call. Member document with. Okay, some chronicle demonstration. Get on who for need never see a contributors come on. Okay, but I could be a man a query letter. Papa, you are that's your community account or a press conference on the 16th of October 2025. TO on One West or say over 180,000 trained health professionals may be left jobless by 2028. Now, Aluta, me almost shame me when I decided to quote or read further from the minister. Or say, the minister further revealed that the backlog includes, this according to the minister, just October, just about 1 month ago. This is the date of the press conference.
Specifically October 16th.
16th.
Yeah.
So just about a month ago. Ose say o ko nurse for no so aso ya. 2021 badge no 15,000 ofie. 2022 badge no 17,000 ofie. 2023 badge no 15,000 ofie. With additional physician assistant for near 3,000 currently without employment. Omo na 20.9 na kai no. Won guys are to for 27,000. And a teacher then 6,100. Nurse for no economy in teacher for no. Njaka 20,900. Look at this. 15 plus 17 plus 15 view plus physician assistant 3. Oh, you know, and what say? Allied health na pharmacy. Unisa Ghana 5 pharmacists in public sector for 5 years in. It's a so na private pharmaceutical company to be in common and let's get me no me adwuma ti. You say the last time the government recruited allied health professionals was somewhere in 2018. From 2019 to 2024 we have about 19,000 allied health professionals sitting at home. We also have about 800 pharmacy doctors, 500 pharmacists, and thousands of nurses and midwives who have completed training but are still unemployed. Pharmacists, the permit checks, according to a reference to be Reginald Sechi, or the president of Young Pharmacists Association, or say about 5 years in the MFAB. Allied health here, lab technicians, and it's anchrophone in or say, when you add everything, you are getting to about 74,000 unemployed health workers. By the end of 2026, another 23,000 will join. It as you can say, on my next year school, no, about 23,000. Or say, we'll join, bringing the figure to about 97,000. Then by 2027 and 2020, because they have to do approximation, 35,000 for 2027, 47,000 for 2028. More will be added. If nothing is done, we will have not less than 180,000 trained health professionals sitting at home. We're in the envisaging. In 2023, 2026, 2028, 2027 in film. From 2021, aluta to calculator 15,000, 17,000, 15,000, 3,000. First two new crutches, we can't absorb all of them. And you see, aluta, do ne kohano. Omukoha because akwese we are aban beja djuma ma. Ne kwaya meteorology and climate science we no.
Who was security of employment?
We no be any ansem bia, ma we ma gem certificate one adu ti ko boma pa bibi. Baluta, it takes me to this point that I've always made. Look at it. They make us about $1 billion. I was wrong. The teacher training allowances now buy 207.8 million cedis. Nursing trainer 475. Okamboma roughly about 700 million. And a debate allowance. Now in this week 2 Mr. Akoma me yadi we. Some manko teacher training. It's in posting, you know, I just trying to understand why there's always agitation. And a brand TB a Sunday me breakdown. Aluta say when Miss Homogeneous 4 years in your dry assume. Or see the colleges take 196 CDs for feeding per month. And the trainee takes 204 CDs. 4 CDs out of that goes to the Teacher Trainees Association of Ghana, and 200 goes directly to the trainee. And the almost school every month, say that here, you almost catch a metia, they can correct me. I'm not. Oh, I want to always know everything. 400 CDs, say that here. 400 CDs, you know. 196 Echo School no was a feeding. Obi as a teacher train you, or a tertiary student to buy so feeding. No. Now 4 Ghana Aquam Association ho. Net 200 CDs more direct. It's according to a brand and our information on the man must say for every academic year trainees expected to be paid an amount of 3,200 out of this amount 1,600 goes directly to the trainee. TTAG, that is the association 32 CDs and the 1,568 for feeding. To show every academic year. It's academic year, so we call 4 years. So there will be 8 academic years, right? The 1,600. What's the singer? Obey you teacher training college in 4 years. In the sky by the man is 6,400 Ghana. 4 years.
For the entire 4 years.
Alawala one year. Directly near economy. Naluta, we are doing 2 months salary. Yeah, improve coming to extra classes account. Aluta 4 years in abandon near mass so that
just a nyabia humbia
and yes sir they are letting the government use politics and almost na mom ho kwan Aluta look na minti opa there be a fair be desktop research Pico Umashi for 2017 ba nurses teachers got a demonstration every year meboa even this year crying to unpaid for no anyway mo meboa
yes
adin
unpaid unposted
too much makachira mo 700 million na you know money aban mo pay lawyer papa bi more strong association kroma na as for come mo ho a ehu mo pay GM fo bi mo panifo bi something kesi bi mo put together proposals ye sika ye gie bi revolving fund bi ya dey employment because him oya djuma tse jina me ya djuma yi he that hard it's even a biblical principle so what djuma na be bia wo koba and there's certain blessing bi man but no be a what if you living for the nurses what is dangerous is actually the nurse according to minister nyam na me kana ka say me twant according to minister you will ask at October 16 you will 15 times when year 2021 you free be skill atrophy Aluta adie na ukusu na skill it is from 2021 2022 3-4 years on for our skill on your aduma
on practice
ya
that means you're rusty no
exactly
already fit near unim
we fit and you see they've allowed the politicians to toy with their future. It's too much. It's too much. Now what if yes and look at see maybe I make say when you are talking about unemployment and I'm passionate in say it is the susceptibility of these people.
The unemployment situation are an issue of national security.
So let's be frank. Teacher and nursing training association mun kamum munya allowance sem gwan bi pina no ma yusu mu de nyabo to on be yusu mu de nyabo asem ma kan ko TikTok am pin post ne ba ko is about teacher training allowances maka me se emphasis wo bi ni sa de no mo ne mo ye so scale abante se ma me se starting for where is ka na be trade 1 year picketing o moto roll on kra be to kra ko gina kra KuroYiMuNsem ne face down kra say and it's bad because Nancy and I teacher need be frame. It's not like me na multimedia me pay me nyankoma to moon. But the guy spoke to me passionately. Aluta was so sad here 4 years or Drobonso district baby.
Okay, 4 years.
4 years so Drobonso relatively the standard of living is relatively cheaper compared to say be a Jaben a Jeso Kumase proper. Or say ne rent to subia adiso kwaje besia.
Ebesinya sono na untua nwie
owo jere wo akola baako no so katekra na kra no enya medical ye bi so mo de ne ba adwesuo se hefa so these are your living conditions and say Aluta hill teacher for nurse fu ebu wo be school no or family did that me bring your breadwinners sa tretan ya making and this one me saying just Google 2022 Ghana statistics say Ghana for Dumai for 80% every 3,000 or less. Now we our family. Aluta a day we do 50 cedi. When say a day we are being charitable. We do 50 cedi. That is 1,005. Oko sorry na media we tight my. So these are the situations of many people. Now say be 2 years because what kwaje alama 2 and Ghana cedis bosome. I mean what is this? What is this?
Beyond allowances no. A day being nails here to get a perpetual solution to this.
The perpetual solution, Aluta, the day, me formula and say, Nyaya. Nancy, for your foot hospital, be maybe about bini baby.
Yeah.
Whatever money we are accruing, it's 100% accruals. 50%. That is my suggestion. No more than a bit. My suggestion came for 50%. And every year. Recruitment together with your buying and casa because buying you for the pabana and adequate. Omofen ka ho no omofen fam wo 40% in completion of abandoned health facilities 10% no omofen ko student loan transfer na ho because genuinely 6,000 for me ebia me win scan obi o is scam no when you funder you go to the student loan odia the student loan was the system say we are there was senate ebetete Canada ne say ne won ya bi onu so be ba university a oni scan no so be nya bi den etua that is my solution. It's not make us uncompet thinkers. They are mimi are an implement. Yes, you say until today.
I didn't rule now the exploitation of these trained professionals and a bit me a play in the
now say my more example. Grenada Prime Minister and by my name is Gabi be correct me. I think that was statement. Who are the next is an qualified to be Grenada. No, so 5 years minimum experience. Yes, check Ministry of Health from website or on the Facebook now 5 years, and I didn't remember sharing some questions. Say why are we exporting our best minds? UK no. Maybe on him interior concentration. So mo kosa ay angels. Ubet me hu nurse oba night shift and fa no ko UK.
Yeah.
Omo kosa angels. Na tio UK ni no fire specialist away adwuma 2 years. And listen, this is a nurse whose fees have been subvented by the government already.
Yeah.
We paid allowances. We trained you. 3 years no ko UK. Ni asan ko for new recruited nurses number. So even the exploitation of the nurses, the country is exporting our best. Gonna give you a recent example. Grenada young prime minister no ban would mad and buy. Go and read the statement from the health ministry. The minimum requirement was 5 years. Now look at me, my multimedia, my 5 years old.
Yes, because you say obvious say a problem. Because we had the number of nurses training institutions in Ghana now. Every single year, thousands of them shall be churned out.
Yeah.
Offer training colleges now. Only in excess of 40.
Yeah.
So be a crowd of 500 students by one year. You can do your calculations and get the numbers.
So Anita, the solution is
and economically to say we are seeing a single market.
Yeah.
How do we position ourselves well? So overflow of numbers. You better just opposing same to say when you're qualified, no so they exited the shores of
a country, Grenada, whose passport gives you an entry to most European countries without visas. Because
a similar arrangement was done with Barbados back in the days.
Oh, 3 years. It's Americans are receiving country. No, there's no way a whole budget nurse. The experience or call nursing school no practicals. Now we cannot say we all take qualified. Let's be frank. We all take so Aluta. We will be a human apprentice. Apprentice all 3 years experience. And you free KTI fresh over from here.
That's obvious.
Exactly. It's no. Say no can the licensing schools. Who are we being licensing more to check? This is the help me. And you me my kind of me chef. Me manufacture data waha. This is complementary kind of own number say. Yanya careful the way I am pregnant say committee. Or see yanya careful by what? This is over 180,000 health training health professionals may be left jobless by 2028 and it just what 2025 be we December. 2026, 2027, 2028. That got 3 years. And if you have 180,000 people potential according to the minister being Homer, do you know the security risk of this? And this is one side.
Yes.
Nurses.
And this
teachers
this is under the ambience of health.
Exactly.
Health. The sustainability of a mind is tied to the constraints of how healthy our population.
It's not me an MPP proxy will do your family. No, more by better my own proxy. But Aluta, passionately, I decided to come out today just to do this for the nurses and teachers. They should think through. They should get thinkers. Okay, Jamo Neymar. Establish the fundamental stones for European Union. Maybe they didn't lead it, but they were the thinkers. They were the people behind it. Confanoche, he was a diplomat. How you brought Asante State together and Asante Bibian. These were thinkers. They should get people like that. They should get lawyers, sit with government, go to the table with proper alternatives. No more. Aluta me 4 years man na me say starting 4 na me betre fie 1 year kra me dwa
you are time now what take the man and give something meaningful
but Aluta, you see the point is that what is the cost benefit analysis?
Okay,
Aluta has here.
Yes, but
let me give you an example. Me kwa kra, right? Me kwa kra koye project bi Aluta 2000 till some drive.
Yes,
me tofu okobema say be 600. Me go AC kama me bo lumba ni ma me pe eni bibia ba bia me be ekwan me ta be pai
odru lenda do so crowd
me to biane am pe ta ma pe no metuka me ku abusit na da ba bi ba no maybe a 2,000 what the bear 1,000 4,005 alutata here ba question is na for VIP a nyame oba could 120 over 120 240 aluta which one is better relatively is about going by public transport
yes
because I'm about corner about 250 240 udu lenda watch by 2 year the VIP curtains have a pants oku anim what here so all these things are cause them they must do maybe the Abia American I don't maybe near than say I mean here but to complaints that they do omo ye na as we made the deal all year no mo san be cancel for from so come on mo some allowance no and you cannot eat your cake and have it because you see I buying the 700 million this next year 4 years you're saying 7 and in fact
do you see allowances na here misplaced priority ada
aluta my aduma we be 6 years that okay. There's no scientific basis. I look at you. Why do you incentivize somebody? You incentivize somebody say the idea no enya kono. Into who send so on yema. Meboa. You incentivize somebody say be a man from the so
that expertise.
It's yama
yes.
Alita, what's here? What do you see me? You are more experienced than me. Alita, nyame enumni. Do we need to incentivize? Yes. Do we need to incentivize teachers and nurses in 2025 to go to school?
No.
We don't.
No.
But you see,
dynamics no na ewo in the yesteryears no.
And
you know, assessor.
You see, but you see, in our country, our decisions are based on emotions and politics. We don't do critical analysis, and the people who do critical analysis, we insult them.
Yeah.
But it will always come back to hunters. And I mean, me story with me. I didn't know the picture is like this.
I see.
Me the best here. But my story too. No, when I come in 5 minutes, it's still on the jobs. I think this week, from last week Wednesday, na me 8 days we can cancel my brain friend rested. But me gave you answer your teacher, Nina, me gave you an nurse. Me me number luta now we are sending message. Yeah, be demonstration eh. Who now we are sending you the way my now me finding in our buy.
Yeah.
I think 3 weeks ago, so 2 weeks ago, Kaya, many way data analysis we say about 80% of Ghana public sector workers, according to a 2022 Ghana Statistical Service report, now by 80% get 3,000 or blue.
Yeah.
And I'm a say because of 10% and 9% pay increment, and not sure my basro kakraba still inadequate. Aka me ka say nurse ni na teacher ni bi cho 100 cedis a. Nya chese betari anopa. Aku school akochira de abo pane aye chira de nya no this kind of den amount mu ani so o kaya me cancer. Now me begin say be here unsa wo presentation now numbers no do so do be aden siriye kakra fam na relax tension no maluta me Kofi course na ba me so me unsa me go personal YouTube channel the critical analyst on YouTube until me MTN number na da ho zim so phone me no to ha na we the message aba na we dey say aba so when I looked at the conditions of nurses and teachers no I decided and I'm a call baby. I happen to MC a program somewhere.
Okay.
Na teacher for na buy ni be na luta nyame anim ni. Usho mushu no. She trousers no. Unse trousers so unse afua. Se na ya bo hu. Trousers ani bu odin bi enu aye bo hu anase ya bu na asa ya ketkete se men say on ya make ne bo nya den. O he shirt no. But you can see someone who is committed. But to show you you don't need the truth here to tell you say enkoyi. And I look at the presentation I made by you know. As usual, every year do tiasie. Enkofo bu omo no say na Bible can their conscience are see it. Omo no madwe no be nunum. Bibia e politics. But Aluta, let's listen carefully. This week here, the messages about any kwesi o Ministry of Finance. Na nya sam keto aso hu pictures dia. No more demonstrate the normal school 2023 teachers. Mukaya in October and September, gave you on better trend day, Yabama Baku query letter, almost no my Duma 10 months in Tuamokano. And let me establish this, Obiawa or Shemata. Maybe a bus will be a money in a car. Men call law school by me defender. Near Bagan and near Waya Juma, near Fo Sike Mount, near Bayon Hea. What's someone at the me defender? me media no because aluta o ma we ni atimu no utimi famu na ba yadwuma ni ntua aka na be kosu ni ntua aka no e very
kronkron no kra se odwuma ni bia fata na katua
no na aluta uni na ma me yam hye ma machi anopa na no pe ya nka wa ha me ma ba me sorry be tre na I read almost every dawn na so me pe a bit of data and aluta ade minim se hu ye o yam be hye some nurses ni teachers in some na can we have not looked at the bigger picture. What is the bigger picture? According to Oman Photo Sanford, that's the right word, right? You be employ nipa and on financial class for 27,000 workers for both teachers and nurses. I will tell you, my one for team is submission here. Into this year 2026, omudi geli botoma. Everyone konwo hosen. Finance minister say nipa obetimi afa won pay the budget no nipa 27,000. And cranial demonstration anyway. Now we do set a press conference on the budget of the education ministry. And what also do we buy or say 6,100 teachers to be recruited. The education minister urges striking 2023 cohort to return for verification. So that means to say, see for 27,000. This is a teacher from Muntu HFM Kabame advocacy among 27,000. Now the teachers are 6,100. Rebecca about 20,900. No yeah nurses. So this number and I be mentioning 2026 nurses here be found. Okay, let's go on to the presentation. Aluta hade. It's be me oh, say na mo demonstration yes here be kwan de and na me kwan ka me ka se monko. It's about to back from to monko no there be you genya sanity. This is the picture no be a picture na ni so kire me. Aluta hade. Apparently, this is Harry Nedusi. Let me quote him so that I don't quote him out of context. And you see, in news, there will be comment to share. One of my table for comments, man, and pretenses. I mean that they are directly quoting the person. Yeah. Or say, I understand that some striking teachers are looking for us on the street of Accra. Let me respond to them that the cabinet has approved the recruitment of 6,100 more teachers, and therefore that category of teachers which belongs to the 2023 cohort is adequately captured. And you see, the catch was some sentence analysis. The first line, striking teachers looking for us. Or some mission, no cancer Ghana youthful population. Yeah. Maybe they will look for the leaders. Yeah. That is the first point I want to make. Two, minister said they are adequately captured. It's me can I'm say and as I'm more leave am go huma me na mo frefre me na yentu e ka na yenyi aduma but akwani say no mo press conference on press release na as a the minister onyi be briefing here na mami quote mo say we gather today to express our disappointment and frustration with the recent announcement by Honorable Harry Nedusi, Minister for Education regarding
ebinum birthday okropon de mfia ka omumfi ho a na say we need to celebrate them. Happy birthday, Enkoma, Bafo Asasi Jima, Bafo Asasi Jima, who say, or you're one of the MPP communication team member, and then the birthday, Bafo Asasi Jima. Happy birthday to you, Nyami. Inshallah, wodano sona onyo kesepa ma unkwatintia. Ahwodin wom na bibia entumi enye fine pa antibra nyame enkoso enhira na ontretre washim na next year no a yebesi mu nyina na free na de koya no akwan ni apono pii no a emie ma. Another one to Philomena echiano ene o birthday. Happy birthday to you Philomena echiano new edubiase but say there e na wo free say there wakopie mu USA. Eti yeba happy birthday. Dollar no ana ise wudi. Ti jaminsha wa wodano so na onye okese pa ma me na bibia enkoso yie mfama pa we free ba Christiana. Mens ho. O se ma happy birthday. Jaminsha na onye okese. Right. And then there's a tournament to be cost pa den. Now here be say MPP. Aka just about can say 2 months, barely 2 months. December twemwa na January awie na flag bearer no wono mo ekoyi no na ehun sensem no gusu eboboba ene maame eye na atoshi se wo kai no pa are na atoshi na oye Tema West MP onu KuroYi be administrator for eye district assembly common fund no enti uboni din ana MPP ADCs no dodo na adwa owoze o kan hu bi na o musika ya na kamuni ade a chese na common fund so na emma ene ho no ma na maami chese ya boni trisu enti nei ono so akasa a wo chese o ya administrator na ma district assembly common fund enye ono eni twasika enti manfo boni trisu na ka ho ma MPP Lucy ye wo ma release common fund ami amfa ni dwuma eni ade no enti wonye din wo ho so wo support candidate bi ni ade na na wo hwa wono no to the lines of Kennedy Japan ne ho nsensem no abobaba maami ya be yi ne ho ano na o chese enye on etwa common fund no finance minister Ken Oforiata ene na pamfo Dr. Ami ba ye kura no wo bo mu a ye ya senka sika no mu release a ewumu abun se popotro bi wo kura bi makura ti wo mu nya bi kura no wo mu release am assemblies no ne ade a wo si duru ba bi kura kopa ba mi achew se ko wonhwe na as a vice president na won ka bi na common fund ne mranti boy ebo ni tri so no ne ka homa DCs no antimi anya adwuma papa bia wo district assemblies no ne municipal assemblies metrus no wo se no kure bi anim na edin se ye keke ne yese no mami akasa ne nra wo hwe bombo auto ya wo se mo awie ye ni so ahun dollar ne NDC aye ni ye no se ye ne ete ha ni ya modwuma bi aye yes watutu bi so dia man party ne nyasem keto akra mu nsem ene na mu anopay OSP office of the special prosecutor onu su gusu a Ken Oforiata unim se dia papa no abuchimamu no ote se Ghana de wono aye na adwene so atwa ne ho asu so ompasu obebo de bia so yade na ehun nsensem no egusu aboboba yeso yade nso behu no nam UK ubehu no nam China nom ne ekeka kan ho anti papa yeso obo so ombo hu nsem no ne nam na wa financial loss wa OSP chires wa bo maker 1.4 billion choppable Ghana cedis SML contract no ena OSP chire mu se contract we kura na hu hia chese na contract na hu hia kura there was no genuine need for that contract nti charges no de makoma be aduoson wotwe na OSP dia bo eye Ken Oforiata ene nkrofo makoma enso a eka ho na emu nkomo pi no a ewo anopay unim se office of the special prosecutor manfo bonichi so se case na che emu nsem na nam so enkokon ketenkete His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ese nkokon ketenkete nyese okobobuo nko a waye nkokon na wie no wo besa age wo mo gi a na factory wo maye mu processing nkokon no tisi ye kokra nkokon ne de ba no tisi de obo modern so obetumi amanage etimeka say on the 27th of this month 3 days yedi anim ya Thursday nyame ya domo a ewo bechem president His Excellency ekoye sword cutting na ye processing factory ai no nkokon a nkokon ketenkete no wo mbeye no wo mbeto akọ process no enti ehonsem eninamu a eba on the 27th of November Thursday sword cutting ebekoso for meat and poultry processing center will be chim and nijesem that we have our own processing center ebeboa na nkokọ no yetumi enya so mfaso enye so mbewu kwa na nkokọ no aya akokofunu saa ene unya akokofunu unya sreva nye no asem ne yebeka na ebo betumi ya processing yie na yetumi adi ne yie nsha 104.5 ebusia kai se empire bokese ebekoso and the Methodist Church of Ghana Calvary Society amekom one of the empire bokese by November edition.
The recruitment of 6,100 teachers. We, the representatives of the over 17,000 colleges of education graduates in Ghana who completed their studies in 2023 remain unemployed, strongly believe that this approach falls short of expectations. Meaning that 2023 cohort, according to a leaders group, only 17,000. Aluta, to be fair, me pay data on the number of students. KMUSRC president, any minister of education, who should I believe? Some ordinarily, the minister of education is a big authority.
Yes.
But students don't let it croon.
That's the authority.
And I don't need any scientific analysis. What should I be teacher training schools? There's no way a teacher training 1 year will graduate just 6,000 people.
No.
It is a 17,000 aluta. The question is, percentage 35%, 35.88% to just 36. The remaining 66 no aluta omo kwen. Communist no na aka where you go to no enye you go say to ono no say 6,100. The people in the arena are saying that they are 17,000. So the balance of over 10,000, you know.
Okay, Timamente ehonasi. The 17,000 represented only
2023. Yes, that's what they said. Or say, till we gathered today to express our disappointment and frustration of the recent announcement by Honorable Harry Nedisu, Minister for Education, regarding the recruitment of 6,100 teachers. We, the representatives of the over 17,000 College of Education graduates in Ghana who completed their studies in 2023.
Okay.
Now, this is the education front. I'm come then they pay me checks. Now, question we in school now we are rotation now. Yeah, deploy. On the name check sa compared to the nurses no. I look for teacher there, you for teacher there no call. Member document we so. Okay, some crown ko demonstration a. Ghana no fefe ni nebe say contributors kama no. Okay. Ba ko de be man query letter no. Papa you that so your community can a press conference on the 16th of October 2025. Tio on one west or say over 180
college no. Ko school na uko school a ebe buawo ene manfo ohun ye bodin a yesi we nkoye minister we nkoye we no wo de ne certificate isu akora no say masters you bra wo di diploma it wa kire say ko woni mu na obi kura ni bi kura Jackson so amana ye mra ma kwan abefa so abewuram ni simple kura wa nko school kura ne matured one ni nyina kire say akwanya wo obetimi asua de obi atimi asua de ma na yeye. And I no pay ye be dinkomo. Opening good morning.
Good morning.
Who ye dear?
Yes, you have done me one pan. I also
I don't name boy from Jackson, right? Bowudi my na Jumedia would do home in say umu do on yam me introduce you. One casabo would my and Duma would do Jackson University.
Mediane Sebastian Apia.
Sebastian
Apia from
SEPS, right?
Me business development executive at Jackson University College.
Ebusi openi pa nso na ti ha no no company fo no business development. Enya sem ketwa. Enti bra Jackson University no ye ka suapon no a ono no na ne de no ye de na oye de na mo ya nkasa ho.
So she Jackson make us a distance learning.
Okay.
Ghana has say no.
Right.
Jackson is the first distance learning to run a private distance learning what Ghana has say.
Okay.
Now one of the programs they run, we are known for distance education.
Right.
For Jackson University College, you know, they're running programs in 3 categories.
Right.
Yeah, well, the academia aspect. Say obi opeso your academic progression be or honobenya programs be to say your master's programs. Your master's programs, no programs be guidance and counseling. Your educational leadership and management. Your English education. Your mathematics.
Right.
Your early grade. In fact, and only programs are you're running for your master's programs. No?
Wonderful.
Now, your master's programs, no? So you are categorizing under Master of Arts, Master of Education, MPhil, yeah, that should be no, or a spicer or person lecturer, and also go into purely research. No?
Okay.
Obit me as I MPhil programs. It's me both programs no should be.
Okay.
Master of Science in Mathematics, your MPhil Educational Leadership and Management,
right.
Your guidance and counseling, your English education. And I war early grade. Now under the master's programs, no, there were undergraduate programs also, which is our 4-year Bachelor of Education. To be a OTME biano, so opesa winner opportunity. Now be a 4-year Bachelor of Education at Jackson University College in Soso, Honum. And no Bachelor of Education, no, say obeko a regular College of Education, no, Jackson Mouse opportunity, say Briar. Now instead of so call a regular College of Education, private distance learning institution bi te sɛ Jackson ne fa Bachelor of Education program nim
na so omu a ebi wa we SHS watro ne wasi chese wa pass ya wo so wotimi ko school
but wonya opportunity enko
and obi wo so dia efie den nti wanya adwuma bi ye kakra but then the thing so obetumi akọ regular ni because okwa na adwuma nso bebo no de no behwe no ho nti Jackson ma akwanya ne se
exactly
utumi ko school no enya akwanya so tumi ye adwuma kakra oh wonderful.
So and as you see so the way we are so no aye no we be say insu toso so for more den
okay
into nyoma enkoso emanko bebre te say dey we say omope no
right
into you have the opportunity say you upgrade yourself educationally now I build the juma any business and I say we be so dey support you fie
wow
now say eba adwuma semu yen first scenario we say yemi enu kwa ko pay juma
right
my school 4 years and I am a national service for just 1 year and now Oba Jackson
okay
4 years now we school ebi a oye business bi and now also oye adwuma bi
right
until at the end of 4 years no when you 4 years academic experience at the same time what saying you 4 years working experience and as a business experience you mean you ko pay adwuma why sa two people one money be fa no you be fa there or both work experience as our academic experience
sure.
Because Jackson you go and say you both time and say you per se your students and also be obe fire entity mu biano obenya advantage over others
sure.
Now apart from say obey 4-year Bachelor of Education e be a diploma in education or colleges of education or akonya say obey 2 years pe e baba be ye top up
okay
into your 2-year post diploma in education
okay.
Now we know NCWA so the American Jackson programs ni mu into 3 categories.
Right.
Into all the IT component of our programs. Your IT component your programs be to say Microsoft Office. Programs be to say digital marketing.
Right.
Currently you're running software engineering. Your special program edema ye papanom impenifo your friend tech for seniors.
Okay.
Impenifo men can say BBC born before computers but opeso usua IT edeka ninim die owodada no sa opportunity we nso say e wo ho
ene de uni IT no unim nim die de adwuma no unya bi nye ene de
obi won no mo kra obesend message kra o so send mame but sisi the IT ene eden eye bibia na eno mpo certificate no nso so ayede ma no certificate no ye ne NIT Limited India.
Oh wow.
And a partnership into omo ena omo yeden omo issue certificate no.
Na say what yanso ko school kra
wa ko school India.
Wow.
Sa pepepe.
Wow.
Na the ma ne ye de cry say obi oba Jackson bia no. Enye say oba school ababa be sua education ko a.
Right.
Say the na make no Jackson ye go ne say ye pese ye building hope for a brighter future.
Okay.
We are looking at the future of people. We are looking at the future of our students.
Sure.
Adibi ebebo monumentimi improve on future no hone yehwe.
Right.
Into ba Jackson so wa ba so ba be education there by the IT nso so aka ho. Into bi oba Jackson bia IT efra o academic curriculum. Untimi ba Jackson abra unsua IT. Right from first year to final year usia IT ne ka o educate o academic courses no
to be we na nim computer
mu na we nso so aya sama o NIT certificate so inti say my Jackson me Bachelor of Education certificate in free University of Education we need because we are affiliated to them when it comes to that program.
Right.
So at the end of the program now my receive University of Education we need certificate now Jackson so am my certificate a free NIT Limited in
wow na say ukra no a potential employee for 2 jobs
what you say employability
aha say no you bet me for IT you bet me for education there o try the na didi computer wonderful
very wonderful it is student to be one lady be owie agogo
okay
opportunity on your opportunity be na opportunity no nya na to work at the hospital
okay
into no one for education apply
right
or the NIT certificate no
okay
and no they apply into or survey a role IT related honum. So that means
Wamba Jackson.
Wamba Jackson
education in wonderful.
So into the end no bad Jackson and education made them ninja education. Oh, that is fine. When ninja education but entity ye demand IT near the account. Yes, the professional development. Oba Jackson ye nya abotre e develop professionally.
Sure.
You run CPDs, continuous professional development programs amount. You business mentorship programs. The my students in the we are looking at raising people who gain opportunities even beyond the classroom.
Right.
Into you are not limited to just the classroom.
Okay.
I feel what say no so. O Kumase na weni je ho say o pese o tro IELTS.
Yeah.
When it Jehon say be sema training for those things in your officer idea say new site it being so ba honom ebetro exam for project management sema marketing and then keka ho.
Right. Okay. And the location where in the Opeso Oba Jackson ehina obeko and how would they apply na afi yem fancy ebrena yebe.
Okay. The Opesa or located Jackson ube hu ye Kumase ha ube hu ye wo Ayeduase new site.
Ayeduase new site.
We see a free fat junction obi start Jackson obi abetro Ayeduase new site. Now opesa o Accra so na wutie anaso onipa bu wa Accra so your office o Accra. Abenetia Towers was circle honom na honom so say obi sa ope Jackson ubehu your office and so honor. Me the numbers no so your number no me the betu dwa na obi opesa of free bia no wetimi afre ni atwetwe nkomo ye wo experts from one omobe peke na advice bia ohia mentorship bia ohia bia no so omde be ma nchichimu bia ohia on how I be apply bia so omde be ma but obetimi atro code way ato ho star 920 star 215 hash
star 920
star
920 hash
star 920 star
okay
215
hash
star 920 star
right
215 hash.
Okay.
We na ye USSD ya de to your forms na bibia online.
Okay.
Nti number we T4
so we person no di nkomo so ade no be free
on free 0201
260 290 0201 260 290. All right. Yebeda say apia. Yami shamo. All right. Jackson University and you know mo twetwe nkomo no na bomode na fi obefre number no na no mo atwa so bibia wonti ase bia they are ready to explain it to you na wonso wetumi ehu se de ehonsem city entinyame ya adoma yebesa no mo asa twetwe nkomo biem because this is very very interesting na kwan o mo fa so ama double certificate just with one shot no yeah, wonderful Kaisa Flora Tissues Lumba box
trained health professionals may be left jobless by 2028. Now, Anita, me almost shame me when I decided to quote or read further from the minister. Or say, the minister further revealed that the backlog includes, this according to the minister, just October, just about 1 month ago. Yeah. This is the date for the press conference.
October 16th.
16th.
Yeah.
So just about a month ago. Or say nurse for so aswe 2021 badge no 15,000 fee. 2022 badge no 17,000 fee. 2023 badge no 15,000 fee with additional physician assistant for near 3,000 currently without employment. Omo na 20.9 na kai no. What guys are to for 27,000 and a teacher then 6,100 nurse for no econodos in teacher for no. Njaka 20,900. Look at this. 15 plus 17 plus 15 bill plus physician assistant 3. Oh, no, and what say? Allied health na pharmacy. Unza Ghana 5 pharmacists in public sector for 5 years in. It's so many na private pharmaceutical company to be in and let's get me no me adwuma say the last time the government recruited allied health professional was somewhere in 2018. From 2019 to 2024 we have about 19,000 allied health allied health professionals sitting at home. We also have about 800 pharmacy doctors, 500 pharmacists, and thousands of nurses and midwives who have completed training but are still unemployed. Pharmacists, the permit checks, according to a Reverend T.B. Reginald Sechi, the president of Young Pharmacists Association, or say about 5 years in the MFAB. Allied health here, lab technicians, and it's microphone in or say, when you add everything, you are getting to about 74,000 unemployed health workers. By the end of 2026, another 23,000 will join. It as ye can say, my next year school no, about 23,000. Or say, we'll join bringing the figure to about 97,000. Then by 2027 and 2020, because they have to do approximation, 35,000 for 2027, 47,000 for 2028. More will be added. If nothing is done, we will have not less than 180,000 trained health professionals sitting at home. We're in the envisaging. Yeah, 2023, 2026, 2028, 2027 in film. Yeah, from 2021, Aluta to calculator 15,000, 17,000, 15,000, 3,000. First two new crashes, we can't absorb all of them. And you see, Aluta, double ne kohano. Omukoha because across we are aban beja juma ma. Me kwaya meteorology and climate science me wie no.
Who was security of employment?
Me ni obi eni asembia me wie magem certificate one adu ti ko boma pa bibi. Baluta, it takes me to this point that I've always made. Look at it. They make us about $1 billion. I was wrong. The teacher training allowances now buy 207.8 million cedis. Nursing trainer 475. Okamboma roughly about 700 million. And a debate allowance. Now in here this week two Mr. come me yard way. So me manko teacher training. It's in posting we know I just trying to understand why there's always agitation. And a brand TB a Sunday me breakdown. Aluta say when Miska homogeneous 4 years in yom di dry aso. Or see the colleges take 196 cedis for feeding per month. And the trainee takes 204 cedis. 4 cedis out of that goes to the Teacher Trainees Association of Ghana, and 200 goes directly to the trainee. Into almost school every month. Saying it here. You almost catch a metia, they can correct me. I'm not. Oh, I won't always know everything. 400 cedis. Saying it here. 400 cedis, you know. 196 echo school no was a feeding. Obi so a teacher trainee or a tertiary student to buy so feeding. Now for Ghana Aquam Association ho. Net 200 cedis more direct. It's according to Abranten and her information or them I must say. For every academic year, trainees expected to be paid an amount of 3,200 out of this amount. 1,600 goes directly to the trainee. TTAG, that is the association 32 cedis and 1,568 for feeding. To show every academic year. It's academic year, so we call 4 years. So there will be 8 academic years, right? The 1,600. What's the singer? Obey the teacher training college in 4 years. In this car by the money is 6,400 Ghana. 4 years.
For the entire 4 years.
Alawala one year. Directly near Kono. Naluta, we are doing 2 months salary. The emperor comes to extra classes account. Aluta 4 years in Abant and Yamas so that
not just a Nabia Hubia
and yes, it can be they are letting the government use politics and almost no more coin. Aluta look now minty opa there be a fair bit desktop research Pico machine for 2017 ba nurses teachers got a demonstration every year meboa.
Yeah.
Even this year, crying to unpaid for no.
Yeah.
Anyway, meboa.
Yes.
Adding.
Unpaid, unposted.
And too much. Makacha was 700 million in a money I buy mon lawyer papa bi. More strong association. Chroma as for come on. GM for be mom penny something can be. Mun put together the proposal as you see a GBA revolving fund be. Ya employment. You call him. Oya Juma. Just me Juma. He that hard. It's even a biblical principle. So what you want to be a wokoba, and there's certain blessing in mom. But they be out if you're living for the nurses. What is dangerous is actually her nurse, according to minister. According to minister, you will ask at October 16. You have 15 times when you're 2021. Your free be scale atrophy. Aluta, Adiana Ukusiana scale.
Yeah.
And they say from 2021, 2022, 3-4 years on for our scale on your Juma.
On practice here.
On practice here.
That means all you're rusty, no.
Exactly.
Already be fit near unim.
Already be fit.
Yeah.
And you see, they've allowed the politicians to toy with their future. It's too much. It's too much. Now with the fears, and look, I see, maybe I'm a say when you're talking about unemployment, and I'm passionate in say it is the susceptibility of these people.
Say unemployment situation are an issue of national security.
So let's be frank. Teacher and nursing training association mun kamum munya allowance sem go mbi pina no ma yusu mu de anya boto omba yusu mu de anya bo asem ma kan ko TikTok am pin post ne ba ko is about teacher training allowances maka me se enforce bi ni sa de no mo ne mo ye so scale abante se ma me se starting for where is ka na be 1 year picketing omoto wolo nkra beto kra ko gina nkra KuroYiMuNsem ne face down kra zen and it's bad because Nancy and I teacher need be frame. It's not like me na multimedia me pay me nyankoma to moon. But the guy spoke to me passionately. Aluta was so a here 4 years or Drobonso district baby.
Okay, 4 years.
4 years so Drobonso relatively the standard of living is relatively cheaper compared to say be a Jabeng, a Jesso, Kumase proper. Or say ne rent to Subia additional conjebesia.
Yeah.
Ebesinya
sono na untua nwie
owo jere wo akola baako no so katekra na kra no enya medical ye bi so omode ne ba adwesu se hefa. So these are your living conditions. And say aluta hwe teacher for nurse fu ebu obi ko school no or family did that. Me bring your breadwinners sa tretani American and this one be saying just Google 2022 Ghana statistics say Ghana for Duma for 80% I did 3,000 or less. Now we say our family. Alita a day we do 50 cedi. When say a day we are being charitable. We do 50 cedi. That is 1,005. Oko sorry na media we tight mai. So these are the situations of many people. Now say be 2 years because what kwaje alama 2 and Ghana cedis bosome. I mean what is this? What is this?
Beyond allowances no. A day here to get a perpetual solution to this.
The perpetual solution, aluta day me no why formula na say. Nyanya. Yes, if you fit me cost to be be about price be ni baby.
Yeah.
Whatever money we are accruing, it's 100% accruals. 50%. That is my suggestion. No more we na nim bit me. My suggestion can 50% every year. Recruitment together with na buy na nkasa because buy you be pa buy na nya adequate. Omo fen ka ho no mo fen fam wo 40% in completion of abandoned facilities 10% no mo fen ko student loan transfer na ho because genuinely 6,000 for me e bia me win scan obi o e scam no we yan funder you go to the student loan ogia the student loan was the system say we are ye the senate ebetete Canada ne say ne wunya bi onu so be ba university a oni scan no so be nya bi de etua. That is my solution. It's not make us on corporate thinkers. They are mimi are na implement yasi. We say until today.
I didn't rule na the exportation of.
They say dear aka 1 month pe ho baby. 24th next month na ye kwu krum brunya. Obi nkanche say 24th ko krum wa wo show live na. Nti aka 1 month pe na bronya ni si ne kura bae no mi hye danti nka first na nka October shas ye pena unse bronya ni si no ashas ye unity but I don't know what is happening as a and I see anyini ni nti na as bronya hye dan fa ye ho ana as dey bronya aka 1 month nti yen hye as entin sinkum na yen ko pe bibi ntototo entwen for bronya na aka 1 month nti mon prepare bronya sika no nto omai esrema no be prepare bronya sika no nto omai na bibia nso enye okay before some to asema memfa birthday wish we emma Empanyufo we na fe yembra ene dwumadie ne so. Kakraka pa na yɛde hyɛ aseɛ no ɛyɛ happy birthday ɛkɔma Yira Dr. Kingsley Ajiman. Dr. Kingsley Ajiman, a former registrar, Ghana Scholarship Secretariat, MP for Ebuako South. And nano yenene twetwe nkomo ha fefefe. Aha, Dr. Kingsley Ajiman, MP for Ebuako South, and a former registrar for Ghana Scholarship Secretariat. And your birthday. Yankopo Nshirapa, God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. God bless you. Nyankopo Insha Bibri na Bibianso enye okay. The second one is so Kwama Nana Ajua Kunedu Banahene. Nana Ajua Kunedu Banahene. Na senior state attorney ewo Attorney General Office. Nana Ajua, very beautiful lady. Nana Ajua, we a free unam funom Titri, former president for Ghana law students, OK University, Evans Osei Bonsu, Ononson producer for Pure FM, Kwame Dinkra, and say Nana Ajua, happy birthday, Nana Ajua Kunedu Banahine NK. The final one, and so a comma Akosia Jamia Bota. I from Ohima Lash and Looks Beauty Studio. Now I won't say Oba Papebi into Lash and Looks Beauty Studio Patase. We a free Ebusanfoni na ho and Mr. Evans or say Bonsu. Happy birthday Oba Papa. Yamin shaw and you better pizza ma any problem. You better pizza ma and coupon and sharp. All right, yeah, Twaso.
Oh, yeah! Come on! Ishra
104.5
Ya no sawo ya dia so na sawo kan kra. Jantuah kan kra. Jantuah oyobi a kan kra. That is the truth. Jantuah kan kra. You can criticize him. You can judge him, but Jantuah, I cannot cry. And I have been in your studio so many times.
Yeah. And no, me because yes, now YouTube and we say we answer question. Me some na the poor master. Me what somebody will do to me or whatever. Because Ghana, we need people like you to start building this country together. You don't know this young people in command.
Never phone boy. Won't say that. Now some won't say. Or say some of their agents were illiterate. How many can clear? Say some regions crowd. So they know. They should recruit competent agents. And yeah, my bonny the day and near the contact. Obian could go with it. Oh, we are.
Insura 104.5 Aquaba Beam. This last week me can be say the effort be no the modern mobile no the modern mobile no empire bonti minye enti ade bi wo ho a nyankopon ama usa nimdie nyansa no oho na wetimi di aye. This week de me pese me kire ne se ye wo nyoma mienu bi a me pese me share ma eno na wo so wo de ebo ho bra na ye wo ba ku bi a eno de ye frɛ no die besie. The ends justify the means. Ye ka ye brofo ye tai kapa the end justifies the means. E kire se wo de mayenye nwie ya yentimi mbu aten. Muntio ene de make no this week no. You say the end justifies the means. And you say ye nye ya ye mu aten. Enti ya ni ehwe se ebe wie. Ene ye wo ba ku bi nso a the means justifies the ends. Ɛkyerɛ sɛ na hyɛseɛ no na ɛbɛmi yɛhu nsunsuanso a ɛde bɛba ɛnyɛ pɛ baako yɛ yɛntwɛn wie ne yɛnhwɛ ansa na adeɛ no yɛhu ne sunsuansoɔ yɛnyɛ wie yɛ nti ma yɛnyɛ wie ɛna baako nso kyerɛ sɛ daabi na hyɛseɛ no tumi ma yɛhu sɛ ɛbɛwie yie anaasɛ ɛnwie yie. Na first one ne yɛ wɔn a wɔn gye di sɛ ma yɛnwie ansa yɛnwie yɛ adeɛ no yɛnwo fufuo wie na ɔnom ho nkwan ɛna nkɔfoɔ kyerɛ sɛ de wo awusi wɔ fufuo yɛ anom nkwan na wɔnhwɛ abɛwɔ fufuo na wie no ne yamen nti ma menka first one no ɛyɛ wɔn a yɛfrɛ biribi consequentialism wɔn a wɔn hwɛ na wie yɛ ɔmo nhwɛ ahyɛseɛ no ɔbɛka sɛ ahyɛseɛ no deɛ ɛho hia na wieyɛ no na ɛho hia na wonim deɛ ɛhu deɛ na ɛhu wɔ saa nkurɔfoɔ no ho ne sɛ ɔde kwan bɔne na ɛfaa so koraa na ɔde nyaa saa deɛ no a deɛ ɔnyaeɛ no ho ɛho hia kyɛn ɛkwan a ɔfaa so nyaa saa deɛ no. Abusa me no ka philosophy na no pay me say your outcome your means and your ends enti baako ye yɛntwɛn wi ansa na yɛbu atɛn ɛna baako ye daabi yɛbɛbu atɛn wahyɛseɛ na ansa na akɔ akɔduru baabi aduri enti first one for ne ye ɛkwan biara me fa so de ho hia so far as say menya adeɛ no nko a ɛno a na mepɛ sɛ deɛ wo paa ne sɛ metua sika ma wo enti ɛkwan a mefa so tua wo sika no ɔmfa ho ɛnyɛ w'asɛm na ɛno na ama ɔma yɛduru baabi a yɛduri sɛ ɛbɛyɛ galamsey koraa ne ɛnyɛ yɛ sika naa ne yɛhwehwɛ anaa sɛ meyɛ police ni ɛwɔ sɛ meba nso kɔ school because empanyufo no wɔn nyinaa ma no kɔ school akɛseɛ nti me nso ɛwɔ sɛ meba no kɔ nti sɛ mekɔgyegye driver sika te sɛ deɛ da bia wɔn yɛ yɛ a yɛka sɛ wɔn nyaeɛ wɔn ngyaeɛ yi na megyegye 5 cedis ne 10 cedis ne 50 cedis ne 100 cedis no na mekeka bom a me nso mɛtumi de me ba kɔ school ni bi anaa nti sɛ mekɔ wia deɛ na me de bɛhwɛ nkurɔfoɔ ade pa ɛnyɛ hwee meboa deɛ hia ne sɛ adeɛ na wopɛ no nsa aka saa adeɛ wei ɛna ama dodoɔ na ɔman Ghana yɛ problem ade bi ɛka ho asɛm no ɛno no yɛmfa ɛkwan a yɛfa so nya saa adeɛ no sɛ wotumi nya saa adeɛ no wie a obiara mbusa questions biem obiara mfa ho biem na wie yɛ no nti obi betimi aka to me hyɛ aseɛ with 1 cedi me de mpaebɔ ɛna ho ahwan ebia no yɛ koke ho adwuma ɛkwan a nkrɔfoɔ bi atotototɔ nneɔma bi ɛnyenyɛ nyomu ho bi ɛnyɛ normal but so far as society no unye sika utimi hwɛ hiafoɔ utimi yɛ nneɔma bi na nkrɔfoɔ gye utuma ɛkwan a wofa so nya no obi ambusaw de hia ne sɛ waduru na sasemi a me kan wonte aseɛ de ama ene society no emabunu emrantie obi akeka no hu bom ye de opɛ no it is because yemfa ekwan a wofa so nya sika so far sɛ waduru abayewa bi na no mu kɔ wandi hye ade no ɔse ne iPhone 17 ayera onye adwuma iPhone 17 ye over 100+ million iPhone 17 ayera onye adwuma but owo iPhone 17 abrantie bi da Honda Civica ne boye be 300 Ghana cedis wadi 20 years ye musa na kwan a wo fa so sikani bi atoton ahwan ya musa ne kwan no so far say okwa yie okwa sorry ye ho mpaye ma no ye yankeka nyoma nyina bom no de ofa so nyaaye no emfa ho ne de ne se wunya sika na se wutimi bo afode wutimi ma ahemfo bi wutimi ma asofo bi na wutimi ya adoye bebre a sempo se ye chiwo se wamfa ekwan paso a society ni be gina wati enti me kan emre bi MP bi ne efe na moaten ko time say na cocaine na ode enya na no ya adoye pa wosunyane ye chain no ko sunyane ne constituency a na nkrofo osu papa ne yemu yo enti amana ye den. But you see the reason why I'm talking about these things in say my blame ye ho Ghana na ye kreti say ye say no ya say Ghana no enti se wo se panyi bi ekekema ye subayan ye toma no MP no otua bribe John Mahama otua bribe Baumia otua bribe Kennedy Japan otua bribe mpanyufo no time on beye panyi no mu nyina atua bribe enti corruption asem no ontimi ntwetwam because when tua sa bribe na onya MP se John Mahama entua bribe to delegate ne nkofo ebetoto amana entua sofo ne sa nkofo na ade bi wa ontimi nye se Baumia entua sa bribe na ma delegate ne nsɛmtwerɛfo ne obi a ontimi nye se wantimi entua nneoma bi ahemfo okochia na anye sa nyoma na so opeso ye panyi a ebe den because of mine ontimi nsom wo bra wontua bribe untimi beye MP wobra wuntua bribe enempo asofo mu eduru ho say ye presbyo methodisto wa hwaye ansa na asofo mpo beto abama panyin no jiso nsu tua bribe enti society ni say na ye complain Donald Trump woni sikampo obepe president usro obia wodi sika be mani bia ye record because abroche pese ye record me ehu sika na wode koma nipa no enti na me say ne the outcome no eya na nkofo na ehwe chain process no enti ekwan ofa so edi nya wo ho no obia mfa ho enti say society no ekofom yentimi nka ho asem obia nimde ekoso oko higher grounds a SML yasem ya ebe ya OSP ehu amani o she deals a MPP ni NDC for kate se utie amanyofo ne kwan a wo te wa wo bom pan amom ne kwan a omumienu MPP ni NDC for keka bom ewia oman left and right ka wote wa obehu se oman ne ekofom enti oye senior high school ya ohu de ekoso enti onu so se duru hona ewo se onu so nya bi ewo se onya bi baba ko ne ye na hyase no so bi hu se na Jantuah ti se ya sa bre na me hyase over 20 years no now nimbra na me bre there had been times me kwakoye show na ekomo me because ye ntua meka ba me betena air me ye adwuma te se mabodam your radio station bia obewie na boso me so a ye de 500 cedis ahye wonsem 500 cedis no kran hye da ma ba ne ye adwuma te se de abodam eto dia me koye ala kakra na me de petrol egu me kam nam de akoye adwuma na adwuma kro no kra boso me so mu ntua meka but dia no na ade ba ko a me sofo e monitor no say kojo de to aso because ebedru ba ebedru money zone. Enti so hu se na Jantuah ye boni dia unnim sacrifices e course and ne Ghana no untimi sacrifices so ka so being sacrifice edin because I was so ohurintem na wo sidan ohurintem na onya ne ho ohurintem na onya ka bitwi if it's one who say way so enya bi but e kwan ya nipa ne fa so ne bre no we are not ready for that. nti panyi wia akra no nso ani abro no nso nya obewia nti ade nti ne complain police for muntie mi biem me say come asem ye kasa asem wa habat mugu so eye ena mi ankasa mi namu santase MTN runabout wa hwan sikajije say you collect it with impunity as I say emre ni oman ni mu yase mun kwabua traffic the mujina say the mujino so glaring 50 100 200 10 cedis chese ena moje nyame betua moka mo police ni bia oje saasi kana one for so no makacha wo di ko botoma tie police for no tina makacha say ye dwene outcome no ho banyame betua woka sika bia wo gia free innocent driver bia wo de hye ubotom no saa de wo de hye ubotom no wo honto you are more like a galamsey ni wo police ni a o tete drivers ni ntema drivers ni ye short no wo o te say galamsey ni a or say forest because uni adwempa we nipa boni you are wicked police ni a me say ye katem se munya sikagege na mo de force ISS se mumfa ho ase mu di dwa no nyame betua muka munhu mo ho ano sika mo de hye mu botoma enye ye de odi beye bia emfa ebesa bom yare oti se obi oye galamsey ni police ni a ogigi size kan oti se obi a ogiga we papa ni wo ho nto da because ye kamusimu mfi enti nyame betua muka ama mo ho ntomo se mo ma drivers ho me se na me gina ba bia na wo che all van drivers na nim na the way a o ma ye frustrated aso mo ntimi nkasa e na tese wo ya na ye triensa na ye gisika no on peso betua wa bompa ye se rade ndomo wo be chance na police ni ma wo tua bribe nyame betua ka police ni wa me se wo gisika se bronya yi be no problem mo de mo nyina ba bi ngigi sika na no problem me se sika ni nyina obeje me che police force sika chen obia every day me che police ni bi sika yo police ni bia ohu ade wo be si no wasre alone kra no obe man sika to be tonya we me twa man masa aban bra to be me ni physical cash kra na mobile money masendi ama no me si money adwuma because obre sa police for na mo yesan nyankopon hira mo na police for na moye ma adwen se de bia ya kanwe se se mi modi o mo gigi enti mi modi me se nyame betua muka sika bia mo beje agum botom no mo ho ntomo da de odi beye bia no ebesei te se de me bompa ye google am say for ne so be bu agu mu so a omu wu no sa pepepe na motie mo tene mo nsa agi sika no obenya liver na wo na ase atatai obehu se na wo yare won ti ase de enta because nyankopon pese ube oppress nkrofo God hates it enti my catch say outcome the end no de here ne se me de me gi mi sika se wo hia sika eno nche se fa dwembone koji drivers for sika se de be ya wo nso betimi ato de wo sa wo to anka yenso ye ho kwan se esisi nipa ye radio ya ye nke betimi de esisi nipa ka bribe ni nke betimi agibi se ye pese ye jisika ke be jisika ye meka de wo ho beto because me nyanim fo ni bi ye se sika ke be nya sika more by a dwene outcome because me pese me ba bi benyini ni aka kire ne se o papa na oje bribe o papa na oje nkrofo sika time me time se me sorry na me ba because ade bia me ye no it is for the records that dachi bi me ni radio so a me man be peke se o papa ye ABCD no chiranko o papa o no gigiska no jinkro for no cancer basa no jiska free this wo no jiska free MPP ho and we say airtime we police ni na guso yes ade na me say ohonto wo te say galamsey ni you are wicked me say ade na wo je gu botom no ekofra wo sika papa na enko yie wo sika no ekofra papa na de ode beto bia no ebe hye enti monto aso na no pe ana monye te say obi anka nchem se munyai monjiji sika na because me catch the regional minister ma ka asem we akire Zuba ma ka asem we akire mpanyifo no asem mpanyifo no refi me near regional minister how many times na me no nka asem yi yera Franka mo akwehene regional minister how many times na me nka asem we say police for de omu ye no ebema ma ban anima gu ase sa anwoma we etimi mankofo tutiamo passengers say bread, drivers say bread. And the drivers say police for ni this country no more short no. And it is true. Now no ye car drivers ni so more short no. But me name crofo because so say nana hwe and them nkwa ya give 60 cedis. Me fa ha 5, me fa ha 10, me fa ha say but bia police ni didwa. God will deal with you police ni. Yankopon be tua oka. Makacha honto enti na so beti se police fo bi awu a it is because of empaibo bi ayabo agu mutiri so ade aye me tiny obi a odi ni tumi sisi obi sa nipa no me mpena asem se wo tumi wo de bo nipa yemfa tumi sisi obi police ni eni kwa se odi tumi sisi obi adamon kwa na mo pesika enti na monti ase a mo be call retirement obi wo be call retirement no na ne life aye basa obe call retirement na osu say efiefu enya fiefu o de wo ye sa bre na utietia nkrofo fa ho di ana ye musam call retirement da na police for amutie me I have someone call retirement da this week I would want respectfully my brother regional minister to speak about this. I am getting frustrated with every day. Just nana omujina hajio and omujina hajio every day. Regional Minister Dr. I trust you. I know what you can do. It is getting out of hand because issue way me no car over many months to say koso. MTT the boss Urabwadi ya kan wansama kan de bia me frau Urabwadi de bia MTT commander de bia me frau was ade no complaini. Me frau complaini we cannot say wunim say won crofo no edge Jessica free drivers no ho enti no mu ye short no enti traffic na police ni ejai and as say medical ka say sa omo mu say blue atade no omu say omu kra chicas ni chain main police for no aso man no emra ni police ni a wo so de mra ye adwuma no onfa mra nya adwuma aden na wo say kasa sem we biem Zuba KM boss MMDC amutie me enti ye patch say yentimi ma order say police for ninjai mo pese ya na nipa bufu afi na bedu elections a mo be sa de na na eduru ha ye ntwe mamo etimi ni Franka mo akohene regional minister say wetimi ansolve sa de we December ya me no benya biaka. And you know you are my brother, but I don't like that thing. I say when me wano not dealing with the police for muti or Jessica. You are my brother. I am not ready to accept any other than say police for no Jessica or Kwamuno. Penalize them, deal with them, please deal with them. It's getting out of hand. Kumasen Kwana say order niha. Kumasen Kwana say ye de de here ne say oh police ni na oko e kwan obefa so anya sika bosome me say we police into how do you think say wo di sika ni gu ho a eye nkrofo mfifiri how do you think mo dwene say wa wote wa ya na oje bribe anopa how do you think Ujisika and son wa buenipa. How do you think? It won't mean nipa no enche wade. Jesus Christ. Kofi Brem na fe. And then confront you.
Oh yeah! Come on! Isra 104.5.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, saying baby na me insha see free police for the year we drew so ya na reho. We say IGP ebra omobo din say omayi dampare ho na no a osibo bae no an ye hu say police adwuma no ma bi ikoso wo mu a dampare bae no do say wo ne lapses kakra de ba saa de a wo ye ya police fu na e wo kwan so otumi make sure say sika jeje ne ade na omo ye no obetumi ama no akofem na wagina so no apolisifoɔ no bo anyo so ti dampare na omo tan no pa de etoso biem polisifoɔ sɛ de omo sitietie nipa fa ahodie so ɛwɔ mamu is a police ni bi wɔ hɔ kra no a kyesa ade no enhyɛ da nye nipa no kra fort obe han nani ɛde awuramu a bɔ modern sɛ mra ne bedi nipa kro no dampare hu saa de no a saa police ni no wotumi twe na so interdict no ma kyesa na dampare ani abre sɛ ɔbɔ Ghana fo ho ban enye ne nkrofo ho ban. And that thing na dampare ye no ma Ghana for pay dampare asem. Me say politics I believe that dampare was able to control the police force very very much well than the because and they say what can be bia no a as a unhye dem hu actions bia ye take now look at the crime levels. Yes you omu free kwan mu a ebe ye yi ne you omu free kwan mu no and see they compare and they omu wo kwan mu what has changed with the crime levels. Abonefo semo e koso wo man no mu no ye yi aprosifo ni free kwa mu dampare time no ene ne ye di aprosifo na begina ho no ensesan ye no anything eye sika no begina wa agege. There's nothing new. Sika no begina wa agege. And now one who ba ku ye ba ye ya same say me referee one of the regions na me pe video na mahwehwe na me nyenhui na prosi ni gina kwa mu a oni obi di ano na nipa no de ne phone video no oso o manenko and the person knew what he was doing o twa ni nyina prosi ni no ache no afekura do ne na agi wa ache na ko hye kam se o de ne ko no se wa ye den sika wo ginu wa wontuanti. We've seen a lot of videos and saying yeah wo kwa mu a prosi fo harassing crofo person wo mu sika su ni mfa so bia at the end of the day e bambo nkwa na yenya apart from sika omogigi wo kwa mu no. Let's look at it. Ombegina kwa mu robbery atwa na. Ombegina kwa mu criminals here across one town to the other ekoi ensida. Oh so nana akwai to say prosifo no sheda say ye pese ye kika dampare ho asemu aye nipa bonefo mi eyi ni say be ya asa na o ma betumi akoso and it's happening. So it's something that SCBA ya no ka and IGP yo hunu who dey press adwuma no wache wom why so many years and all these things they see a catch because corruption with the police service our hosa wo hwe ranking no a de bia ba Ghana police service ye bo mu di wom and now no top 10 e ba ye Ghana police service e lead wom adan. And always with the Ghana police service. She say nana they collect this bribe with impunity. On very real. On very hey. Just say onim say enko ba bia. Opa ko catch IGP enko ba bia. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama can be last week. And I be who is that information. Or say will be ties obia. Ye bebo din say ne office no awo no. Corruption case I dey epio na nanya sa no kan. Waputu threat among say why ye be corruption charge we utri so pe say nipa no esi etu ni to ade so anasa so twe ode be ba on so bi mada na IGP yo hunu appointee ya appointing no to be in charge of the Ghana Police Service and so baby a wote no say corruption wo ho bebre na ye bodi ni ranke na Ghana Police Service wo soro then the leader is corrupt ade ni say ya e say free ni ti penny otena fie ma mofrawe nanka na yebu nankarefo e boni din ka ho. And so I can confidently say IGP Yohunu is also corrupt because of the police atade. If he is not corrupt, onhwe sa prosifo no e be jai de omo ye wo kwan no so no. it's getting too much. Ade ni ehunu no. Pros need me just a kwem awia no ogina no ogiska no obi ehwe enti nkwala na omuti school bus mu a omu ko school no a ene nkwala nam kwan ho a omu hwe pros ni na wo je bribe no openly no ade ne ye kire wo mu ade ne ye kire nkwala a wo mu ba no da no ba ku bi a wo giska na school bus ya duru wa me hwe nam si ye enti ska ya wo gi ye nkwada yire enti omu so mesua bi obehu se ya adepa akwa bi onya prosia wo so wawie aden a o anye bia se de bia menya makonhoma on de bia okogina konhoma nya katua no okohwe obusumi akatua o ese kwan ho obengira obenya kakranti. And this thing is getting out of hand. So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama also will betides whoever will make your government be tagged corrupt. And here the Ghana Police Service, your appointee, we are appointing as IGP who is in charge of the Ghana Police Service, and I'll call them police force. And then corruption tag ne da womo so out of the 10 institutions here, so we are most corrupt. No? Ghana Police Service woman, no? Your appointee should be called Fre Yohunu, and then one shall and put 2 strategies in place, discipline these officers. Videos about Montaigne by any kokwasa. Corruption is getting out of hand. Na ehu here. O then na main fence yo. But my more His Excellency Abaso. Na unim se ya wade di enemy. Okoye sword cutting. That is for nkokon ketenkete. Na no yetena ha born Abaso. Says I ne beboa pa. And what say he is ready to make sure say nkokon no nya nkokon funu ne yebere. And he will make sure say obe ye factory processing center so a ye den nkokon no ye omu wi a omu muwa ne ye meto no omu ne ye meto no omu ombe ko ne ya processing nkokon no ye tumi kura export bi net mi aboa enti nyame adoma bechem ya wada omu ko ye short cutting by best ready me kan say nkokon kitenkete so tumi hwe ne yie from say ye nkokon no ekosisi ye betumi ya process ye beboa na ye mani je say nei or the okoye short cutting for that processing center to be established beboa am yetumi ya processing nkokon enti ye best say adwuma die o ma nani nko ho na omuntumi nyamen enkokɔ fosu a ye de ba o mamu ebukura wa ya wo ne mpane ne ade no ye betumi nye ye de ye original ne ye di ne ye. And I'll congratulate him and his government for that. Now, Bechemu Honoso, a bit me a Makurunu be because I want to be a center. I will be a Nkokone Yakota, or the process, and in Yaka development in Ubi. To my memoir, Banya Baso, that initiative, or they are banana. Fabre
Insura 104.5. Talking about that, Enchayene, the Okasama OSP. Ebetwetwe enkomo yepesi ehu de ekoso no anso na toshi ono nso kasa ewo Ken Japan the campaign no wakasa pa na obi e kire na adwen nso yebeka wasem nemom yesofu panyi yera adum chedia Believers Worship Center wakasa efa nansei asofo mpanyifo mu ko yewura John Dramani Mahama ho no ekoka se cathedral no yenhwe na yensi na we na waka yentie no
na national cathedral mode koye dai amampani ye pa chew Jenegana mahowai na Christian Council for the one wa didi a che amen peche won ko won wa futuom e police can ko si won wa sore dan yes no man pani me pacho Ghana ban enye Kristo asafo yes abai diulem yes
the president of Ghana that he should stay on course and remain focused. For many Ghanaians are suffering, and for that matter, he should commit the funds to helping Ghanaians. The Christian Council can go into their funds to get money to build the cathedral, for they have enjoyed a lot from Ghanaians.
Mesre Ghana Shahotere Shayakai. Ada Christian Council sofuna munin sore dai. Mon sore dai mo de yade. Mo de yade. Yes. Mo de yade. Ahia fo ne mo bro wa fo sika nyana no. E wo he. Yamomo Hana Baye. Monfree Quam. Yes. Moto someone Namobekop retirement at Monchamo.
Oh, yeah! Come on! Ishra.
104.5. Indeed. Yeah.
That was it. A for the video.
Yeah, so this is canning about. And for me, I think say mebo software dum chedia na baso.
Yeah.
Say ne ani epese free asofo no ho. Yes, of course. Because I sorry be a will be sino National Cathedral and I make us say Accra no the Ottoman so no the National Cathedral. Ya me amimiti Kumasi the National Cathedral and you bet me a bompire over bia. And we are very simple. Say Christian service for any Christian council for no susu say yensi cathedral more for musikanye. So we dey problem. The Christian council for 9 to mo hobo. Na bo so me so munsi because in kremofo kosi ne yantes say national Muslim hwan. Me bo. Sure. To obi ani ho a obesi sa de no. Enti just emphasis kan no nya de pa.
Na sa de kura no asase no an no mo sinka Ghana ye hu ni mu eni se eja seed money ye de kwa wi ase ye bubu afa so ameska yi
I am disappointed but
obey
aso from penifo. The other one abranti bi o ye Ghana ni na expressway no on say Rajo Mahama say apart from Kumasi Accra road no be ye kwan ba kwan no de says late way ko way ba na ehun nsem ne ba ye no MPP4 na mo minority nso akasa.
Okay.
The mo kano eto asumu pa the MPP4 kano eto asumu pa. The mo kire ne se Kumasi Accra road de bi ekunipa. Enti se wo sika bia fire enu wi anse no aye expressway. But aban say expressway ni de dane baby. But me say de nyante Kumasi Accra DNA nkasa ehonsem no
but na se wo hwe timelines are to force in the mind for 3 years on a expressway no have the minority o ma assess how long it will take us for the Kumasi Accra highway and so because timelines no are almost the same there then I will vouch for the expressway because 1 year and you bet me the Kumasi Accra there no I wouldn't wait for 3 years for the expressway na mbum say you be Accra to Kumasi there 2 lanes no na say and no take about 2.5 years to 3 years to say expressway na duration there. Then I mean we need the expressway. That would be better. And it's a minority to be proven my say the timeline for the old Accra Kumasi way in the year renovate here. A year be 1 year. That would be faster than waiting for lives to be lost on the establishment of expressway. No. Say ye be expressway ni atwa mani pa baby at 3 years na mum we ni ye 1 year ntie no ye de be tomasum mo but say years ne ben ho say 2.5 years ne de be wie sa double lane we no dia
I think say what opeso ye ni say expressway ni be dani baby
yes that is established
na we ninti e wo say ebusa question say Kumasi Accra de no o ye ne dey because betimi ayi ni mienu nyina where ye would dear or person offer the normal route which is Kumasi Accra because expressway nearby and no ubetia higher to send the and let me play a video nanko function to Facebook a brand bi o ye Ghana ni ewa America and I know the way expressway ni city and the normal route no so the way abrochiri for no so I know but don't share na wutie nso a share the quality of road the quality of road a quite no the woman see no bear 1,000 years crying say yeah the end the say but yenti abrante na no chere expressway no
expressway na jo ma ka wonti ase en enu nie on se to wo so nti wa betu eska no afasoro ya yentua ne ye namfom e fom ha obokwa kwhia traffic light omo
me pacho bra Facebook na ebehwe ni yie wo de hwe e kwan the quality of road Ewia ye de ba ko bi beto enra accident asia manipa ewu e wo sa kwan na so eye Accra Kumasi road I mean every week bia nipa ewu but they share the quality road but quality road no there e won chain no enye say sa roadway and
just say ye
we kwan we ba there be we kwan hwe kwan no we de hwe kwan no sa kwan ne ye obiara ko
okay
obiara ko obiara nhyia obi saa de da nkyɛn no obi ko na obi
okay nti ayɛ one way
no cry a three de one way
no cry a three
nti ewi de beto akra de na de bia nipa wu no
na adwoma ma ka monte ase na enu nie on se to wo so nti wa betu eska no afa soro ya ye ntua ne ye namfom efom ha omo kwa share traffic light omo nam soro no omo nhia traffic light omo beko saa ummo break agise bia ya me mfasa man kwanhia bi asi so ana se omo ye adwuma wo soro enti mo a ye ka expressway na monte ase no abrochire kro bia bi wo ho na sabi bibini de adepa bia bibini mpe ade ye bese bibini enti expressway no na wo ho no nti omo nam soro ho no omo na ye kontem no ho to ho ba expressway na ho no kwanda fom nti mi a mi pese me chieska no me nam nam fom wo se hwe to ni nisi soro bese atwera bo on we to on se we nti expressway na ya kan no a omampanyin no kan no say na tie mo amonte ase no enie abrochire die no ebinie nti Ghana so yebetima yibi
Inshira 104.5 nti eka expressway a eye kwan a se wuti susu a unhia obia ewebe ifa China for na etimi ayesa road no a ekwan no etimi fa car 6 a ekọ na 6 eba nti eno no utia so a within 2 hours
na se mirika bia opibia etimi kọ
de ha na eno na otai enya etimi pai
a na se na idima ya wonen
I'm sure say expressway ni so ba one of the things e be hwene say otai papa ma on fa expressway ni so
na so mo check
e na uji anya papa yem o car no because speed na e wo ho no on say ye kwan no ya nheda anya kwan a utimi kọ be 30 minutes inti Ghana ni typical Ghana ni driver no on sheda nim drive now drive constant 30 minutes a win share obia
nti eba say no a
ana umbo break
ebebribri ani so nti yesa ye abotre ne
ana umbo break ni na se for na ye nyina
sure
ti we minim say dako or pick mami samina ko nti de ho no na me de me hwe quality road no je photo road accident na ye ka ho asem no road accident no ene da ho no hwe ye de ni nipa ewu nipa pra enra 10:50 am ena car no kushia ya edane ya ene yeso ankrofo no nti every week bia nipa wu akra kuma se kwan ne de se wo kwa eyempaibo wo ba eyempaibo because ubewu
in Shiraya fan
ana ubewu akra kuma se kwan no ubewu
in Shiraya fan
uye ne ubewu bra
nana say you know expressway no sisi na minya information you say you know ye nko hoda so you know omo akọ hoda no na ya mama information sisi kan courtesy the godfather or say speed limit wo aha na eduru baabi kura na police wo ho a omo check speed limit no eti wo bro so no yetimi che wo nyesa express ntina nam so re na che se wo kwa I think that would be better and yes adia ya driver fo edi se de omo tie no eja wo ma asema ba
ekofo H1N1 no
yeah
say na speed limit wo ho
but omo re
but omo anhwe say speed limit no
bibili de
enti ya so den but I mean, sure, 2 hours per penance. Yeah, come a lawyer John Darko, Entry Como MP for Swami constituency. Lawyer, good morning.
Good morning.
On anywhere true.
Oh,
Mentry as a metis as old Namun so mood, Darin so mood said, Minchan and Jerry.
Okay,
hello. Still. And Kebebe one no kakra mamia. And I'm minimum driver. Okay, you're managing this. But what to make? Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. What to make?
me de me too.
Aha, they say the kakra ma ne ben wano kakra emaye. Na ye ka expressway ma te say minority for no mo kire say expressway no hu hye dan hia at this moment nti on sika ne nye Accra Kumasi road na eku nipa no. Mpacho sa na mo position ti ana.
Minya chia onya acha bisafo nyina. And you can say minority it's bibia the woman say we are just being pragmatic. Acquiring Kumasi near Accra acquired that way. In the end, say if we Accra bedrooms home na say, and so it's been done. I think they're about 6 lanes. We doing some now quite 2 lane, a be Chibi. Well, no, I'm quite very nice until we get to Chibi. I know there's some delay in our company, so we do a just. Our position is that could share for us. I don't know. Honestly speaking, we don't know how long it's going to take before you complete it. And see, now, Adrian said, "Says he can't do a new roadie, and can't vandalize it." Sa baby, okay, from Chibia, a baby, see a Jason. Now I have to. Now, and car, a community term, and my uncle. That is our position. Now, a banner so on your pursue a year, we just racing the two. No cost a new road. And no, what did the actual say expressway? We can still finish the Kumasi one, dualize it, and still call it expressway. For me, who makes me it's fine. But the worry is that everyone constantly say way na Kumasi the main one or na a problem about because him that was here. Yes, MPP buy yes, traffic points, no, every Konongo, every, of course, it's only the year for ye Kono, every Aka, and you know, year for. So there are places that traffic points that on the current structure, you need every. It is me every year and no, a bad boy. That's here, of course, that's a new one. A penny you could chop powerful flow. Na, and also abandon it. Which way, see how can sit by them so swami interchange. Yes, I see. Then can buy or my nickel one cat. I couldn't even say there be a minister for roads, a castle council, a bear, or can I say bear. And I mean, I'm going to say that the chair and that the chain hono, put through million or more. Post office. Yeah, what they try, we know so we are yet. They have put through a cool. And you do about a Friday and put through at the check and a queen. The air can say that buying a percent or year at Kumasi Road. On starting on dualizing, we say no harder than traffic points na year free. Nkoko Konongo and you know now already and yes I didn't because listen ya shall yo to say we got to what yeah you need best say you can hear to go yes and na you tria tax like asano and I am boy imagine say we do and you know and I say Konongo ya to it you know ya chaso e de anwea fele ya great e wo ho a ene wo bi be fast am bia faso ya le no nam Kumasi kwan so de o munim ya eni na na wo ba abandon ni nyina because no say di na ya de ase wo abandon ni nyina so ku twa kwa fofo I mean if is not prudent management of our meager resources. It is not here, but for a very good reason. Please say, it's a existing one now.
Lawyer Mamimbusa, I sense your frustration and okasani nyina no me hu kwa yukomo, but I'm just asking. So imagine for 8 years, wa buying baso, the frustration that Ghana for car, the same thing. Anye kase, Accra Kumasi. In fact, if you look at the statistics, Accra Kumasi, yenye ni se yendualize kofo na Joma Hamaba na Kufuado aba, Accra Kumasi, yenye ni se ya nye mako opposition. Yasaba, you say Muzumani Abramo Kamwase. Even Swami interchanger, I mean, Obeto ye. You say Wababeto, but when your money in our honorable CH Mensa. We were talking about it here. Say, Jumedi, say Yenisika, my fire and sanka. I remember, Niamini penny napo. At to 2 Yampia sense and show food, Nibi Cragis can to make my infume. Ye papa na Kufuado catch say yenya ye kase project ntimi no ye nimi gwase mako. But we know the consequences now. In fact, I'm quoting the former regional minister, Honorable Simon Mensa, or say the first phase of Swami Intergen will be completed by 2024. And now here again, they say every time ye bo utriso. So I'm just thinking, say, Adentina, it appears say Mowa Bemuni e Kasa Asem no say these are the pressing issues. Mo find every means to defend why it shouldn't be so. And now you are in a position, you are telling us the frustrations that they go through. And the statistics is clear. Every day, Accra Kumasi, Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Nipewu. And the imbalance is based on o concern.
No, I mean, look. Meaning mono and now can we referring to politicians and I will refer to NPP.
I'm referring to MPP at that time and what we said and how manye sa de ne can because ye ka se Kumasi Accra de no de bia ne kan wanse because near the statistics every Monday say Accra Kumasi o nipewu Accra Kumasi accident e koso. So I'm interchanging so my quote to what happened under your government. So, okay, so that's the reason why I'm asking that.
But I think that we've gone past all that. Meaning, there's a reason why we cannot always be referring to the past, especially when we know what the situation is right now. For whom the situation is that. And now, and then me say other sense. Ghana folk I say yes, it's a benefit, and it's the same. And they share NDP for answer. And into the show most of the now also almost it may be some questions about what my day in every day. Because we can always go back to MPP for mine. Look, at this point, MPP is not in power. Can we now look forward? How do we get the thing done?
Lawyer, I agree respectfully.
At the end of the day,
lawyer, I agree respectfully.
At the end of the day, no, Ghana for tax. Ghana for tax, MPP for tax.
No, I understand, but lawyer, respectfully, I'm just wondering. I know I was a move, but I'm just wondering when you tell Ghanaians to say, "Ube first phase 2024, na bibia ye intact." Na we cannot hold people accountable for saying, say, by 2024, not first phase. Now, as of now, we are now complaining, say, first phase in Ukrainian Druya in Futru. You think, say, it's not fair, say, Ghana for Bebusa say, a binder down no cancer 2024, no, or baby first phase, not bear 10 months, you know. Is it not fair to ask for accountability?
Oh, I think the meaning, you are missing the point. What better way to hold people accountable than to hold them out? No, such as on December 7th, Ghana fought to Abba. For that and many reasons, almost say yes, system, and then November 2025, and I say you still want to hold the previous government accountable. When there's a new government who is receiving our taxes. That's what I say. And see, the people of Ghana held our government accountable. And yet, you say, almost to about a month, almost say, to say, no, the count will be reminded, say, in fact, and yes, there's the main land. The man this are buying, then this are buying and finding.
All right.
And so, if you want to hold anybody accountable, you need to hold this current government accountable because it is this government that is in charge of our resources.
Yeah, hold the way accountable, no say Swami and I'm referring because that's your constituency. You holding or say, and I force in some no because me interview in life or catch say in life who say, Sikakra na mose mu wo amode yes Swami interchange no. Na ebi nim eni budget mu enti omu na epe sika e dia ba be kan budget mu when we held them accountable, meaning that your government lied to Ghanaians, say ma prepare bibia and the phase 2024 you holding accountable. This is what he said. Any reaction to that?
Well, first of all, government is a continuum. When we say it's media NPP about us and NDC about us. Abai Bakupe. Ghana buy Bakupe. Now, Ghana buy I know at the time, no. I say when you see car or the air juma or Shasia, there was money and in the PS can be. So, I buy a few ho. Shasi car or saying come with the better one. They say about music, she can ho. Honestly speaking, a very fair question, but media about other than this let's see how much they say because they were paying the contractor. It's a new government, you know, on all the priorities in and Rebecca said yes, you can because you mentioned that there's a bow I difficult boom. What you disaster with the bank master crime, and I saw with the Bayer Tambalo crime, and I saw the Bayer Ruta Radio crime, and I saw the Bayer Takra crime, and I saw the Bayer Kukus crime. So if you are committed as a government, so you will find the money. So it is not right if you can why the Bayer. The second why then are better than it to me shall say, if you are come and come. A human slowed down only after the NPP lost power. It is the Canadian. Because swap on I have finance minister on the best said, Yan found Kubuma 95. If you only decided a name, almost strong good, voter regional not into one of the Koyajuma. Because it's almost your power. Almost strong good. It is what I said, Swami interchange the Kenua, Mitnasi because he can't copy your baby Swami interchange, or the other stronghold. It is not true, just the Kenua. She can't hold now buy me the peer contractor, the can't be a no Bayadumano. And they are banned to sign, because I think about Swami interchange, yet they are coming before it will be convenient for him to say.
Stronghold the best, lawyer stronghold, and almost stronghold the infana. Womuye ekwanya womejaye de ato stronghold ben.
Oh, what I'm saying is the Okom Voter Regional, Omuye the Eastern Corridor Road. Contractors Omuye Juma, and they who free Tama Okom Voter Regional. Uma Jikwana and changing us, I say Omuye Juma. And is that? In fact, you're John Mama. Now we see the campaign. As somehow or can say a blame people about you. In fact, if we were kind of Uchi region, I see a blame in the Nakufado, what the guy is telling you on the stronghold. It was also bad. The stronghold also bad by Yajuma. We need a Ghana for, but this is a campaign he waged and a trouble man. If he decides, or no, interest, or the Bayer region, or Bay region, is the president's priority. It is a woman, so I would be because the choir
well, I'm sure, sir, before we move on to Kenfa, I'm sure, Senka, Obese, Moye Yanka, Yendru sa level we. And sometimes the frustrations in Ibiana MPP4 now, Motoma Mono, a community say, and your money be wa, none come to me a year, Emma Drew certain level. And I'm sure, says Swami Intergen was one of them because at least some of us are me engineer, and so I know project management to know say project be wo now can say na si can share the new the issue of time, scope, resources. A bit me a bit the time or crown be a wo expecting no a big problem. And if you indulge me, let me read something quickly near Ufuriata the so we my job online publication 16th July 2024. Now, headline here: first stage of Swami Interchange project to be finished by 2024 ending. President Nana Akufo-Addo has provided assurances that the first phase of the Swami Interchange project will be finished by the end of 2024. He disclosed that construction has already commenced on the main interchange component of the project. Now, speaking on the matter, President Akufo-Addo reiterated his government dedication to ensuring the timely completion of the entire Swami Interchange project. This commitment comes in response to ongoing complaints from motorists who use the affected stretch. The Swami Interchange project aims to alleviate congestion and improve traffic flow in the area, addressing long-standing challenges faced by the commuters. But President Akufo-Addo underscored the administration resolved to enhance infrastructure development and uphold its promise to the Ghanaians. He said that Akufo-Addo government remains focused on its commitment to dualizing of roads in densely populated areas on Okekabuma. The government is committed to replicate such successful initiative along other corridors of the region, such as Swami Roundabout to Tafo-Pankrono. Another important project in the region is the construction of Swami Interchange. The project is progressing steadily. So the overpass on the Offensu Road, Anomaji Magazine Road, Busua Kruwa, as well as the 15 kilometers of the road around Swami Roundabout are some 40% complete. It is programmed that these overpasses will successfully be completed before the end of the year. President Akufo-Addo at that time, Oshe Boninti, maybe they say the Wababa Betu, and I'm not blaming you because you were not the MP at that time. Wababa Betu, Inti. The only thing I can say is that knowing you and knowing your caliber and your integrity, I'm just praying that you help fix that problem.
Well, thank you very much. But the meeting I can say, you said you understand the way project works. Some of the projects are named phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. I think, even though at the time there wasn't so much involved, the phase 1, the completion of phase 1 they were talking about, the completion of the inner roads within the community, that is even before the main construction was to be started. I mean, the idea of that phase 1, Anomanjim Kwanta Swami Chiho Malkru magazine. So the Bayer, the blocking main road, it will take the traffic to this trunk road. And it is the phase 1. Indeed, that is what was termed as phase 1.
Now, lawyer said, why would your constituents complain? He said in foot through Ekum, say, yes, sir. And you are thinking, I'm not saying you are stating for a fact, you are thinking, I'm sure say later on, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Now, more research emphatically so that perhaps you give up the update, say, be a phase 1, I don't have those entailments, but I'm just saying, say, Sankaya phase 1 now, you are thinking now. I'm sure say be a can common complaining. It's in person because Swami and commit me a journey rules, next a main road and so you're blocking. But I can tell you, I'm not Ofaho. Say if you crow from Air Swami, sometimes you can be in a traffic for 30 to 1 hour, and it's so terrible.
Okay, so let me just make this point. We drew Swami Room Hotel, quite the tree. Ofa to make offer Swami. I hear your whole coin now they could see post office or the far Tapa or the far Malcru. Now they could see Abuso Krua. That only you just have as part of the Swami Interchange. In fact, maybe I will surprise you to know that Swami Interchange is a friend of Samo. A year, this comes to I think there was a school there, Companoche GSS or something like that. It's part of Malaysia North constituency. This is to achieve on. There are quite a power of the factor for ABC new road. Okay, it is part of the Swami Interchange. In fact, part of Swami Interchange, you many declare Ewo as a Koyamampo when he talks to the contractors. So when the president was speaking, if he talking about some interchange projects. And yes, I'm home corner network. But I can tell you that with this some coincidence, magazine inside quite a any do so post office any takwa any macro so part of that that the former phase 1 and in fact the linear can one sema me say the main road are from roundabout now all the way to Bremai and no it's saying but look, I mean, like I said, a buy back on dear. Well, you're enough from dear. You can't know what the if this government is committed to finishing the road, what in the Nibe Basso, yet in a real crime. Maybe all the time. So I've stopped even asking questions in Parliament about some interject because when I ask, the minister always come and give us answer. Now I'm engaging on personal level, one-to-one. And I must say, he's a very nice person. The last time when I met him, between a name of fair contractor, or friend in Croft, when I said, because I want to tell him that my sister, machines, and indeed, the workforce as an interchange has reduced drastically from the beginning of the year till now. As I said, I don't know if I should say, look, what the amount cost is not I think that for such contractors, they would need an official letter. But I was sitting right there when you called them.
All right.
So
well,
hopefully,
okay.
The commitment is there. You'll find the money to complete the project.
All right. Timi, well, phase 1, and then I'll share with you maybe later. Phase 1, the phase 1 of the Swami interchange, the roads involved are Offensu Road, 3 kilometers from Swami roundabout to Ebuswekruwa. And now Western Bypass, 2 kilometers from Swami roundabout to Sofo Line interchange. And here Mampong Road South, 1.2 kilometers from Swami roundabout to Kegetia. And now Eastern Bypass, 1.4 kilometers from Swami roundabout to New Tafo Road. And now Mampong Road North, and so 1.9 kilometers from Swami roundabout to Magazine New Route. Internet say offensive to Ebuswekruwa, Western Bypass, Swami roundabout to Sofo Line interchange, Mampong Road from Swami to Kegetia, and Eastern here Swami to New Tafo, and Mampong here Swami roundabout to Magazine New Road. It means that the phase 1 should and must include Swami roundabout there.
So I don't know. Just say just the road construction and yet the interchange
I think so, but still now I think so. Do Hona and Futu in way.
Yes.
So maybe you have to look at that and see. I'm very sorry I am pushing you because now when you are, I know you and the member.
It's okay. And I'm very happy. I'm comfortable talking about it.
All right.
It will become a question. South we are willing to discuss it so long as above Wama Kumasini Asansamai and Tumpong.
And my main went on a record, Kofi. Lawyer John Darko is one of the few MPs who say first year, but we are very visible in terms of pushing Kumasi project, very impeccable. The entire among few MPs Omobaya so me very visible, very vocal when it comes to national discourse. I mean, I think we need, and he's a fine replacement for Honorable Osechi Mensah. Lawyer to Asosana. Besem Busa say Oforiata. They say mo bend them kofana ba. And as they say mo yende because you to say who say Unya America crobet na omma. Ana the intino also omma ana obeba the moment tete no ye ne den wadaruma.
First of all, I let me thank you for the kind words. And really because I'm humbled. And we can say if I'm say ebetumi atoa so saa ayɛ adwuma no aboa ama yɛasanteman yɛkumaseman ɛne me deɛ meso a me constituency nyinaa atu mpɔn na woba ɛyɛ finance minister so a megye di sɛ asɛm no deɛ me nua ɛyɛ simple papa no ɛka kyerɛ I said at the time the chief of staff Julius Debre general say o two kwan no onya kwanya na o de call and I mean catch ni onya kwan e de etu kwan no all kon wo try o and just say odwane fi krom ha he got clearance from the chief of staff o call no the minister akwayare and ya yeso so de obi enu ha wo hu control you say you shara adi sai ya and you know yare na ontumi emma me did say yare da efiase and I believe one is well and is able to stand trial for those of us in the position any NPP about you did say everybody who has held government position must be held accountable. Obi enu wa obro amraso yura omro mraso omro gana mraso nti emrepam a ne ho ebeto no no obeba na menka sisi se enwe nyina na bukumase weekend na bukumase na o se e bank if you say ne na case no ebekoso you may say me for play na be do in kind they do court ya case no OS also no the case and also dey court no for video and there were more court ama case no plan no ya agere no sinida ya amfa data to so and you need that be court so this is somebody who says that he is in a hurry to prosecute Oforacta and about so others. Be a lawyer ready and then court. And then I'm sorry, you been paying for people working for me in your court. I could do court. I said the worst you know so the case in the court no plan. Or I'm a case is in a in that. Sometimes and you may be sure. I say prepare once you know when you're ready. Yes. It's a name about to pay. It's me can say, but you can't make free course. I may come back to the office. Case in the bar and Trano, I'm a so. And he hasn't said he won't come in. Fine, and he's been engaging the OSP's office regularly, and then the lawyers, and then the he's willing, he's ready, he's able to stand trial. I said, Trump, you don't know what we're doing between a play and a bad day. Baba, now I'm going to trial.
Lawyer, that's it. Nyami Inshra.
Yeah, that's it. The minister was using my palm on your Buama or my gun and something.
The first time I was studio, na I feel now call campaign. It's why MP, Oba, my Indian common, eh?
I don't remember. I said, me, I am so for. What family space won't go out, met that I remember. Nah, you didn't come.
Matse, me da say Inshra 104.5 lawyer John Dako na mene ne twetwe nkoma ma me nkwa ahoma no so na mene Yira Same Dako ono Okasamafo and a communication strategist ma Office of the Special Prosecutor. Same, good morning.
Good morning, Nana. Except so what teaching?
But your faka home, Mr. Lawyer.
Communication, yeah.
But your faka home,
Uba OSP communication, yeah. Into the month for it, me kase bugu ya so sa because yeah nyanko for yeah communicators, yeah investigation. The me position Director Strategy Research and Communication and International Cooperation.
Yes, sir.
On say Yejuma ye other law enforcement agency kabum Juma Ghana Abruchi. Menoka say last week police for more Brussels operation be Ghana. You know, investigate BB for almost 11 years. 11 years. Afina umotimenya breakthrough umaba Ghana because almost in Ghana take part in the corruption.
Wow.
Nti yenu mu operation kakra bi wo Accra ne Tema last week.
Wow.
Nti sa no ma no ara me na metai hwehwe sa no ma no so ne yeah.
Ene o sorry anopa o tin nsem de Ghana nkofo awie sa ho.
We am fancy Kumasi for especially Achuma Techiman. On say hon be free Achuma Techiman. Na ye kwan na enye kra. Nti woni penifo ne kasa especially Ashanti regional minister o say on fa na nhwe Achuma Techiman.
Mate.
Na afi so dwafo ka omutimi gu ekwan na wo dwafo no so ma yanka ye pa especially maybe a bridge no wa na nsu to na eyiri. Last administration omutimi ye bridge no ba o ma ngu kwan no so. Nti senka omutimi boa na igusu akebe boa pa.
Right.
Once Kumasi na e free. You see aboa bie no wu an ne tactara emma for me. I will say boa na Kumasi etumpon.
Right. Na me busa say Ghana kakra mo behu ye no nkofo awie sky diska na.
On say yedwuma na ye na answer beka say obi awie ska no obi diska no na e wo say yede na kogina court. Eno na ebema yetimi akasa na ohwe so far yede nipa be 33 ena akogina court ya bo mu kwandu say yede nhwehwe ma ye no e kire say omodiska nti eno na yebetimi akasa ena afi so ye mra no e kire say ye hwehwe wasemu a e wo say yesimi hwehwe say skana ye gidi say wadi no edie na the toy edie na the year ni ade nti ye be trace sa no ma na ye gidi se skana wo fa free aban mu na no na wo de toto sa no ma na bia wo de atoto fie wo de atoto cars ni ade nti ye be trace sa no ma ni nyina na ye de nsa to so ba ye de nsa to so no nkire se aba aban no ho eno kire se e wo se ye court na ekudi asem ni wie na ye di asem na se udi fo a ene na court amaye ho kwan na yetimi aton we japade no na yesade ama back to abino and na yesade aba back to the state.
Oh, okay.
Any ebi mu kire kire senka sa no man senka rather ye gisa no man ka na yakase de akoye kwan ye de akoye see because those are the go back to the state even van say obi for bano no su kodia na akoye a cycle of stealing.
Maybe I was some say samra ni mu na eye ne sa ye nane ane ye de aye bibi pa. So before some ba kenoforiata de no so no anopeya na me call social media na matese yese nkrofo kra petition OSP say asori ni sika no asofu obi e wose mu behwehwem ekwan a collection no mu fa so egino na omu edino mpacho yesa nete ana na say fake news
we enra na jo na ye bibi e friend X spaces question and answer. Inteno na jo na office no ye wo X so first ne friend no Twitter. Nti amanfo busa question ne na amanfo busa say aye nya petition ne na am say petition de ye nya pa na enye petition bia ye nya na ye wo akwan say ye hu adwuma.
Okay.
Na me ye example say petition de nya bi pa ne bi kra ne say you be a petition you say you investigating the software over a church offering or them. But bibisa no emra no maye ho kwan say yenkum. If we say wa sorry penyi anasa sorry do down no na di offering na eno nye OSP adwuma. Nti na ye di chechim obu okra so timi petition say na busia penyi omu ajapade na o che no wan chi ne ye nti OSP emrem. Na yes and normally who be pa who be free so they catch one petition man for the back obi cross to me ba say obi abonapo debi no obi abase no obi edi odiskefra bruchiri bre obi so mfansi dan na when si dan no anti enkoche no ne ada no ye police adwuma nti na ye case asem so say enye bibia obetisi ye so obi afa say obi aye say ene ye OSP adwuma OSP adwuma no ye specialized for only corruption. Na Ghana no de bia me ka say bibia politician be ye bia Ghana for friend corruption. Nti no ma OSP adwuma na be din nti hu a on say ye wo other agencies wo so ye entire mo mu din because You can't say OSP be fighting corruption. Ghana for because say be a politician be corruption. Into Mujin say also OSP in the yeni but you police, you Yoko, you national security, you most work Juma also moye. And tonight the case attempt to say Osofo Edi warfrena. And no one OSP a Juma. Wabusi apenya che ejapade and one for biamawa and your OSP Juma.
Right.
So we discuss como be say on Jevisa no me and Jamawa and no any OSP Juma.
That's interesting, Mate.
And no near KC Asemso.
All right. Boame kakra just for 5 minutes no. She say Kenoforiata more than beba na momfanema. And now she say money na shiana. I say ye kwa kwache na mko susu say asa ye kwache Kenoforiata ye say mukra mo fre Kenoforiata say ene ye banti pe baby fa. Nti mo susu Kenoforiata so. She say mo ye ne de oba na say oma.
Nana san sense na near kase on yonko fobi wa because the biomo sorry radio siniti so mo tino mo kansem no. Toda na Ghana for abeji umedi if he say or kansem. And in some so the 1 or 2 itimi tum nti we sana obeji dia eno o kansem ni bifra enima anase obi na abon pass o mekasa asem na waya etoda amanfo ginidi sansem yo makeke nyina ento asumumpo eso de bi obesi atena TV so na radio so aka no Ghana ni bi wa na wa ginidi but me sure say nipa bebre nji omudi OSP na ono edi clerk no for yata wanted OSP na odi Kenoforiata akoto red Interpol red notice amanane na mamenche red notice Ghana for se ka se do bia to red notice a ye pa kire se onipa kro no yemfa Kenoforiata nye example o se oyare pa che se ontimi ma Ghana ema yemfa no go through arrest procedure ne sa no no eso enipa oyare utimi tu kwan ko America utimi tu kwan ko London utimi tu kwan ko Hong Kong. Inti sa also yare untimi magana. Idi inti ne utimi tina plane muko sa baby si inti. Ano ne ma ye kwa J red notice. Na red notice uko J opa che se ofa any airport a yenchi no kopim se would be extradition request beba se yemfa ne mra. Inti ye the red notice ni by say ye manu intimi ntutu kwan na otutu no yenso Ghana de ompese obeba. Ano inti na ma ye kwa J red notice. Inti na se udu obi fasa no ma we nyina mu a edi na also be betina radio so na TV so ka se unu npa kro na ye kanana na udu bi to red notice so asem ketwa ana udu bi fa de de Kenoforiata fema ya de a kire se ye ne hihye ho na to dwiru kura to da ento asum eso ya kanisa na to da meka se Ghana for trust o mo betina radio so ka se de bia ne ade nti o kan falasa na to da no mo so afa ne sa banukre bia enim.
All right. Enti me person me
say ye dina ko gina court sisi a e obi a ye ne ye kanana and I still ye dina ko gina court.
Sikasa na mususu se because na no na mo kasa SM adie yi a mo se motimi ase sikasa na mutwa asa contract na mususu se Kenoforiata sign ye no etimi aboa Ghana na se say na oni ho na mo de na court no e kire say
me da CP so to da chi no scan mintimi nka no chi mu ba contract no mo sign we dem ba contract no mo sign no na for the next 5 years if we 2026 ekopem minim all the 5 years kan wa ba bi ekwa akuduru no na omo say e wo say aban tua omo ka 2.7 billion Ghana cedi dollars sorry
2.7 billion dollars.
Eno no mo de call PPA ema PPA approve mo nti ye was akrata na PPA approve mo no 2.7 billion dollars na je the bad Ghana cedis ma e betimi ya akra Kumasi kwan no be miensa na meboa akra Kumasi kwan e betimi ya be miensa asesi hospital ba akokora kan but ade a ye pa che ne say sankrofo yi enye no mu nya adwuma bia nti for the next 5 years enya ade ankomu be ye adwuma bia nanso ye beti omuka 2.7 billion dollars na a free time omo share contract na say ebepem time a ye wie ye hwehwemu ma president Mahama ka say OSP adwuma no maye no edi mu nti metwa contract ni mu no na ye ti omuka 1.4 billion cedis nti free time mo share contract na se be pim time a ye wie ye dwuma ya president Mahama Gina so twa contract ni mu no ye ti omu kan ko 1.4 billion Ghana cedis says ka we na ye say ye do mako gina court sisi ano say court e fine omu guilty a sa 1.4 billion na ye dia mu a ye giri ye pa say omu anya adwuma bia ye di says kana mu no ye be gi says kana every omu ho but I was say yetimi di asem no wo court ewie na court etimi buafo say omu di for ansa na yetimi akọ Jesus kana free omu ho enti na efre bibi asset stress na America nti ye hwehwe omu no na ye hwehwe ejapade a ye giri ye SS ka ya unya na ade koye enye adwuma ketwa nti obi ti wono boni same say na OS ya che na OS nya adwuma OS nya say ya enye no kre eye adwuma eye painstaking job also to bu na ye ne ye na to da Ghana for ye ntan hwe emrofo especially US wo mu si yo modwuma omo mpepro mu hu ba ye ba Ghana the be pressure ne the two so ye ntem na me ye mfatum bi romance scam na ye say amanfo afre bruni no akache bruni ni say wo the fiska brem me ware o de ni sa no na Ghana for ye na e ma America for ba ha no eno Ghana for de no ko etiki America for 6 years mutu mu bu no mu hwehwe man sa no mu se sa Ghana for no bi wo ha na AS adwumade no on so he can create a case ya no under less 2 years because the pressure is so sa munyentem romance come ni investigation then na emodu modu chain bebre so we mo fo mo to mo bu no mo yo modwuma so Ghana de bia ye pentem munyentem mo che na den na mo che na den udi Ghana fo chi adwuma untime nye enti na to da na ye yi ani na ya adwen se ye be koso ni aye adwuma no odu amanfo be didi atem amanfo be ka se yeni madwuma ye amanfo be ka se o ma ye hwehwe o mu no yakogi ska fru mu ho eni o ma ye kanana ni ye yi ani ni ato ye bosie ye adwuma afi ye babonten a ye se ya charge o mu with 78 count no o mu se doso dodo aden doso dodo nti die na Ghana for pe die na Ghana for pe
and he say because now no phenomenal lawyer John Darko MP for Swami constituency or so I think so one of the lawyers who represent kind of Reata or just court no last time mo call your grandma say na no pension na mbeko no o say na no pay kra mu be shia issue no kra mu ni ho OSP wa ma court
you know Darko me am pay lawyer for minimum ne pa no child dey o gempa me pay lawyer for the politics efra enti na was a Ghana e try na yes we a lawyer near and time co politics we Ghana kra you leaders near a lawyer sounds to Ghana yen ko baby on dey asem na ka court na o se ko court na court dey information ba say BBS o mu ye no ma no ma binti ene o mu ntimi entena case na so eno an see nti registry of the court and the ba say judge ni ntimi entena se ene.
Oh, okay.
No, OSP for.
I see.
Oh, and I make us say, I will say you cannot crow crum how. And found MPP and this, and then I can say, OSP no, yet the OSP say, or no dear, on your part of the government. In the OSP no, MPP and this, and no, and fire quem. Ye nim say we MPP, ye nim say we and this, ye nim say we the bonny and I won't be bonny.
Right.
In this, our party 4% mujina wechi, no support to her, yet the ATS because akra boni kra ne ma me penase nti enya afi na ye beka se ma wonye ba u kaso a ayaka no kre enu na hu enu na yetimi de build your mind
right
but so the way na tisa manfo and trust OSP na manfo be di OSP atem na manfo beka se omunye adwuma nti ye ngu no ehu hia emo mind no at the end of the day enya OSP na be safa
right
ye Ghana for na be safa because ka manfo awie ke betimi de see hospital e betimi de aye Accra Kumasi road Kumasi mfutro wo ka road bebre ho aye betimi de aye nanso okobrane baako agi de gu ne botum enso wo hwehwema na amanfo atia gina e be defend no ye nte ase ade na wo no wo tata we sa when e tata hwan
all right sabi that's minim say bia this week monya kokota bia along the line say o ma ho kwan na ya twetwen enkomo yemra so ya me Israel
Mr. Dasipi, me chiamu nyina.
Lawyer Sameda Kon, ni position de bebre me refi. Abusia passports to aso. Good morning.
Yeah, I think the first half was